Do you understand? Do you understand what is happening? He is kill. It's brilliant. Well, kind of. Hang on. How do I get rid of this picture? Hang on. God damn it, Jaffe, you son of a. Hey, there we go. That's not even close to being right. Hey, you're welcome to the show. Welcome to Jaffe Talks in the morning. If you're here for game news, we got a little game news. We'll be coming up a little bit later today. Gabbing and Games proper coming up late this afternoon. But for now, this is more of a show. And that's a good song, man. I liked that was Styx. I'll cut it, of course, but that was Styx, Mr. Roboto, Dennis DeYoung when he was. I love listening to Styx talk about how they broke up. Or they didn't break up, they're still doing it, but they broke up with that guy, Dennis DeYoung, because he was just kind of like wanting to make all the songs about something and, you know, into all kinds of sort of shit like technology and rock operas and shit. And the other guys just wanted to get chicks and play rock and roll. And finally it came to a head. It was awesome. Kind of reminds me of not to compare my talent to Dennis DeYoung or anything like that, but reminds me when I was working towards the end with the guys out in Utah in Twisted Metal 2012. I was like, had all these visions and delusions of grandeur. And they're just like, can we just fucking make a video game, motherfucker? Clearly that was not a relationship that was long for the world once that set in. But anyway, that's Mr. Roboto. MK Ness says, I saw Styx perform at NASCAR one year. It was a weird experience. Why was it weird? NASCAR and Styx, man, that totally tracks, you know? I mean, it depends, right? If they were in their Dennis DeYoung phase, like, why aren't they at NASCAR? But if they were at, you know, Tommy Shaw and the boys, then yeah, the NASCAR totally tracks. Kiss only cared about the chicks, says V8 Warrior. I get it. I like Styx more than Kiss, though. I got to tell you, I know they don't have the same cachet amongst the rock fans, but I like the rock opera stuff. I like when songs are about stories and shit like that. Holy shit. Rob the Mod just picked up its 75-inch TV. My PS5 looks great, HDR 4K, dude. Well, Rob the Mod, I'm very close to pulling the trigger on a new TV as well, and now you've got me inspired. I was going to pick one up because there's all the Super Bowl deals going on right now. But then I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Because should I get a hardcore gamer monitor or should I get a big fucking TV? I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm glad you got one. Did you get it to watch the Super Bowl? A lot of people are getting it to watch Super Bowl. I don't know if I'm going to watch Super Bowl this week because that coincide. We were talking this yesterday. We were playing Dungeons and Dragons yesterday that you can watch on this very channel. And it kind of created this scenario where it's like, well, if we do our normal time next week, it starts smack dab when the Super Bowl starts. And I can't think of anything more geeky. I was saying this to the fellas and the Filettis I was playing with. I can't think of anything more geeky than playing Dungeons and Dragons over watching the Super Bowl. Can you imagine? You might as well just have a locker set up behind us to push us in and lock us into if that's going to be what's happening. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So Jaffe, says Morgan, when are you going to start going through all the late 2000, mid 2010s action games since you clearly haven't been playing them? Get a monitor. What are you talking about? I didn't play Ninja Gaiden is what you're talking about, I think, because I played the first Ninja Gaiden a little bit. It was too hard. But actually, Morgan, most people will tell you, and I hope the change that's coming in Ninja Gaiden this February is not one that is going to make me hate it again, because it was too hard for me. And they're releasing a patch, Team Ninja, and they said it's a patch that's going to be responding to a lot of the fans, comments about Ninja Gaiden Black 2, and they better not be making that hard again, because then I'll lose my interest. But yeah, I didn't play it because it's too fucking hard. I did play Bayonetta, and I played Bayonetta 2, and I played Vanquish. Now, did I finish them? No, but I don't finish most games, not because they're not good, just because I get busy and bored and move on to other things. I'm trying to get better at it. Okay, Morgan says the patch is stuff to make it harder. You're telling, okay, but the default mode is going to be harder, or you mean they're going to add a hard mode? Because if these stupid sons of bitches go in there and they make the default mode harder, they are going to lose a lot of good faith. People like you, Morgan, I hate to say it, you are not in the majority. Microsoft and Team Ninja, for that fact, and Platinum, for that fact, need a goddamn bona fide Rockstar hit. No more of this cult shit, right? Give us a goddamn Ninja Gaiden 4 at the mid-level difficulty of Ninja Gaiden Black 2. And you can put a hard mode in there for all you crazy motherfuckers, but stop. Just fucking stop. Make some fucking shit that most people can play. Not everybody wants a goddamn fucking cockadoodie video game that's hard as nails, man. Don't you like it when you overcome a challenge? No, not really. I like it when I can enjoy myself and have a good time and feel like a badass when I get home from a hard day's work or whatever the fuck I'm doing during the day, piddling around out in the garden. I don't know what I'm doing during the day, but I like it when I can enjoy myself. I don't need to prove myself on the battlefield of the goddamn video games like I'm on the game grid, like in the 1982 smash failure but brilliant movie Tron, is what I would say. Why not have an easy mode and an ultra hard one? Sure. Put all the modes in there you want, Kevin. I'm with you. By the way, Kevin, thank you for the super chat. He says, how's Trix? Trix is fine. She's locked in the closet there, and until she stopped shitting on the carpet, I told her she ain't getting out. Jaffe, not sure if you touched on it. Did you see the Real Game Awards? I did see the racist caricature of Kojima. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing about that is that the people who drew it and the people that proposed it probably wouldn't tell you. What do you mean it's racist? It was just funny. Right? You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what he's talking about, I'll show you a picture of it. The Real Gamer Awards, Kojima cartoon. Now, is it intentionally racist? Probably not. Probably not. But do I think these guys who worked on the show probably don't know that it's not racist, which is almost even worse? Yeah, I think that probably makes more sense. But let's see. Here it is. And it, it's a tough one because you could argue, and I don't think it's a bad argument that here, I'm going to put it on the screen right now. You could argue, that I'm showing you the wrong screen. Hang on. That's what you could argue. Hang on. I'll put that screen over there. Share screen, entire screen. Yeah, baby. That's how we do it. Come on now. All right. Then let's get rid of that. Okay. So I was going to say, you could argue that this image of Kojima is like if you go to a state fair or something and you go, hey, draw me and my friend. And they take all your aspects of you and they exaggerate them, right? There is an argument to be made that that's probably what this was. I don't even know if, you got, otherwise you're looking at like Mickey Rourke. Was it Mickey Rourke Mickey Rourke in like Breakfast at Tiffany's kind of shit. So I get why people are calling it racist. I don't even think the Stuttering Craig guy who put this on is that blind, but maybe he is. I don't fucking know. But no, I just kind of saw I saw a little bit of the show, that people were talking about, but no, I didn't watch it. I think you have to subscribe to watch it. And even if I didn't have to subscribe to watch it, I'm not watching that guy's shit. I can't stand that guy. Dark Scam Phil says, Jaffe, I subbed after seeing you on Lao Cow Tech Talk. Great interview and awesome to hear your thoughts. Hope to see you go back at some point. I would love to go back. Thank you for that, Dark Scam Phil. It's weird because people, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to get into it. I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you, Dark. Let's just say this, Phil. There's a lot of people out there that seem to really enjoy complaining about people that I don't know, that go on shows they don't fucking like. I don't fucking know, but thank you, sir. Kevin says that's definitely racist. Is it racist? It's certainly an exaggeration, and it certainly is racist in the sense that if you kind of know it, but did they have other drawings of Dev, says MK Ness? I don't know. But look, if somebody were to tell me this picture was intentionally racist, I would say, okay, I absolutely buy it. But I also knew that it could very well just have been unintentionally caricature, and these guys are just not, they don't know what they don't know. And what they don't know is that this reads as racist. I could see that. Speaking of racist, where's all the black people at? What are you talking about, Jaffe? Kingdom Come 2. I don't know if there's black people in this one or not. That was the big controversy about the first one, of course. Sitting at an 87. Comes out tomorrow. People seem to be a big fan of this. I'm looking forward to it. I saw a deep dive a couple of weeks ago or last month, and it looks really, really, really good. So Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I will be picking this up and playing this. I want to say tomorrow, man. I want to say tomorrow, but I just don't know. I'm trying to finish some games. I'm trying to finish the Dragon Age, which I like a lot, and I'm trying to finish Ninja Gaiden Black 2. And I get, see, this is the problem. It's like, okay, so do I finish it? And then people say, why aren't you playing that game? Or do I not finish it? And it doesn't matter. I don't care. I do care, clearly, because I'm talking about it. But then if I do finish it, or I don't finish it, and I go to this, they say, why don't you ever finish your games? Like Morgan, just drop. I'm not working on Dragon Age. Morgan says, are you still working on Dragon Age? Just drop the damn game. I don't want to. I'm enjoying it. It's not that the game is so hard it's taking me forever. It's that I'm playing Marvel Snap all the time and Call of Duty all the time and Fortnite and indie games and doing the stream and editing. It's just, I'm bopping all around playing stuff, man. Did I get a review copy of Avowed? Bite your tongue. Come on now, Charles Darwin. They're not giving me a goddamn review copy. No one's sending me shit. No, which is fine. I don't care. I mean, would I like to play it? Sure. Would I like to play it today? Sure. I'm excited for it. But no, these guys aren't going to be sending me shit. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 sitting in 87. The other thing, yeah, exactly. Eternal says you can always come back to it later. There's no time limit. Play what speaks to you at the present. That's the thing, right? That's a good point. I don't want to drop it, Carlos. I'm loving Dragon Age. I'm almost done. I got like 8 missions left. And then Sid Meier's Civ 7 is out as well in a week, and that's sitting in an 81. It's a little conflicted. Some people really love the changes. Some people don't. I'm still probably going to play it. If I knew where our fucking producer was, I think he probably went on a goddamn bender last night and is probably sitting in his underwear locked up on top of the goddamn Excalibur Hotel like in that fucking movie. I don't know where he is, but he bought the 106. In fact, my daughter, for a gift, bought him the $160 version of Civ 7, whatever the fuck this is. And, so I'll let him go first. But I think when you get a game like that and it's $170, you're going to like it no matter what. You got a sunk cost bullshit going on there. But I don't know. One Pump Man says you should play Hello Kitty. I don't know why everybody's talking about that. Hello Kitty, I played it actually. And I played it on Apple Arcade, and Calvin played it for a little bit on Apple Arcade. It was good. It was like Adventure Island or something. I guess it's a lot like what's the goddamn thing? The Nintendo fucking thing with the raccoon with the, come on, what is that fucking thing? The fuck is that goddamn game called that everybody was playing over the COVID? The fucking thing with the raccoon. He's a shithead. Major Tom, or come on, man, don't get old. We'll get old because the beats the alternative. What is that fucking game called? The Animal Crossing. Thank you, 2D man. I'm losing my fucking mind, man. Yeah, okay. No, it's not Hello Kitty Future Warfare. No. Oh, yeah, and Dark Scam Phil got it too. Oh, you guys all got it. Okay, thanks for helping me. No, not Star Fox, you idiot. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot to play. Can't play Civ games anymore, says Steven. I've gotten older. I can't keep up with managing everything. Well, that's kind of the thing I don't really know about Civ, is that I don't know if it's just going to be too overwhelming for me. But I definitely do. If I have to choose, and I do, I'm going to pick Kingdom Come Deliverance is what I'm going to pick. If I had the option, though, I would choose this. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh my. I don't know how much they're adding to it with camera motion and camera motion, but this looks pretty intense. And I assume this might be what it's like to be in a fucking car doing this shit. God damn. Oh, shit. Vex put his dumbass out of... Look at that.
Make us safe. We own the limits.
I want this.
And we'll
Oh, I'd throw up too. Rob the mod, you want this? Oh, I get it. Oh my God. Come on, man. I didn't use it for this. Yeah, that with Twisted Metal, JoJo D.
No prizes for second place, but standing out means becoming a target.
I mean, come on. I got to see the ending of that again. That was awesome.
You know how fast you were going?
I mean, you could
no prizes for
really get hurt.
Place, but standing out means becoming a target.
That's amazing. Wait, Eternal says, I'm impressed by how far I'm gonna go back to this real quick. Eternal says, I'm surprised how far is this true? Far-reaching player choices and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You can follow NPCs around to see how poisoning their spouse or family member impacted them. Are you shitting me? That sounds amazing. I don't know if I would give a shit about it after just the novelty wears off, but that's really fucking cool. That's pretty fucking cool. Have I seen the RC car setups like this? No, I have no idea what you're talking about. What do I search? What do I search? Have me and Tim Schafer ever been in the same room? Well, you know, it's funny you should ask. Jaffe, Tim Schafer interview. I think was it with Morgan Webb? Let's see. There we go. There we are. Hang on. Well, I guess there's a video of it.
Hello, Tim Schafer. We're making a video and action.
Great. This is what I wanted to do, and let me tell you about my feelings.
Say something funny, Tim Schafer.
Yeah, so there you go. We did. And I've hung out with Tim from time to time. Not like we're not pals or anything. I just, no reason that he lives far away and whatnot. But yeah, it was fun. He's a good guy. He's funny. Okay. Yeah, we got along great. He was a good dude. Okay, I understand. I was reading that chat wrong. Okay. Yeah, no. Tim is talented. He's needs to be a very talented human being. I'm a fan. Okay. In fact, I wonder what he's working on next. That's what I'd like to know. Okay, I want to show you something before we get to some news, man. You look so young and happy. Well, I was younger, but I'm happy now too, I'm probably happier now than I was then. But yeah, I was younger. How much was I? How much did they cost? At the time, I was 40. That was me about 13 years ago, something like that. How do you feel about where Microsoft's heading with the Xbox brand, says Dark Scam? Cool. I'm a gamer, man. I don't give as anybody who comes to this channel knows, I'm a gamer. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I can't, and I don't mean it like I'm trying to be self-deprecating. Well, that's not even the right term. Like I'm trying to pat myself on the back. I can't get my head around it. Why people give a shit about that. I care about the games, and Xbox is putting out some great games, and Game Pass is a great deal. It remains a great deal. It's probably a better deal now than it's ever been financially for users. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I don't care if they make hardware or not, yeah, Kevin says the hardware is completely dead. It might be. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. All hardware is dead. It's all going to be streaming eventually anyway. But in the meantime, just play games. Was that a mullet? If it was a mullet that I was wearing, not intentional. Sergeant Frosty says liking the shirt. This is Tech Protect shirt. He left it here when I met him first time. He's dating my daughter. Where the fuck? We're going to call him. I'm going to call him right now. This is ridiculous. Let's call Tech Protect. Let's see what the fuck let's see what his excuse is. Okay. Let me call him right now. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear this. If not, I'll put it on the screen. All right. I'm calling him right now. Let's see if he picks up. What do you mean, Kevin? you might not care, Jaffe. Those that spent money might care. I spent money. I bought a goddamn thing. I bought a fucking Xbox Series X. It's right down there. But, you know, I also bought a VHS player in college and a DVD player, and, you know, things change. Technology rolls on, you know. He's not picking up the phone. That motherfucker. Tech Protect. Where are you? I'm worried about him. I'm gonna send somebody to Vegas. Check up on him. Yeah, Tech Protect's busy lending out his clothes. But I will say, there's Hector Howe. I'm playing a campaign on this very channel that Hector Howe created, D&D campaign. I'm enjoying it so much. I enjoy D&D so much. I wonder what my life would have been like if I had gotten into D&D earlier, like when I was, you know, in college or before. I have a feeling I probably would somehow be working in that business in some way. I don't know if I would just be a fan and I would be writing my own campaigns and running them, or if I would have tried to create a better mousetrap and compete, or if I would have tried to sell, you know, the networks, a Dungeons and Dragons TV show that was like, you know, reality. But I don't know. I would have done something with it or chased it because, you know, fuck. It's cool, man. It's fucking cool. Swapfire says, did I ever make a comic book? Not professionally. No, I drew them when I was a kid, but nothing. No. Jeff, you probably would have been annoyed if the VHS player was obsolete in 5 years. I get it, man. I get it. But, you know, you roll the dice, man. You roll the fucking dice, and that's okay. But, you know, yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't care. I can't find it in my heart to care. You know, it's not like your Xbox is going to stop working. It's not like the games aren't going to be out for the Xbox Series X. But here's what I'll tell you. If you go out and buy the new Xbox hardware that they say they're making, you have absolutely no right to bitch if they do stop making stuff for it in 3 or 4 or 5 years or 10 years, because that's the trajectory they're on based on what they've allowed us to see. And then I just think, then I just think it's like, well, what do you know, these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing with their hardware. They do some good things, but it would be like buying a Betamax at the height of the VHS craze and going, what do you mean it didn't work? It's like, you bought the Betamax, you idiot. But no, I don't care. I do want to show you something. I want to talk about Battlefield in just a second, but I just want to show you something, and I promise you guys will get off this. I know a lot of you guys are not as enamored by this as I am. So I need to show you this because it's just fucking cool. So there's a new version of ChatGPT, shut up, that came out, ChatGPT 03 Mini, and it's really good at coding. Okay, now, this is my dream, and we are getting closer and closer to the dream. Now, and the dream is to basically just talk to ChatGPT like I, as a designer, used to talk to programmers and artists and say, hey, I want to make a game that does this, and we kick the ball around and we get something, right? So what I'm about to show you is absolutely 100% not, like, it can be way cooler than this, but it was literally like, here's what I typed. I want to show you what I typed. I want to show you what it gave me. And then I want to show you me asking it to do something different. I want to show you how easy this is. So I said to it, I said, write me code for a video game to run in Python that plays like Super Mario Brothers, right? That's all I said. It did all this. And I asked it to do, after I ran it, I said, I want you to make, I said, add some enemies and add a moving platform. Okay. So this is where it stands. This is where it stands right now. Okay. So if I run it, let me, where's my command? I'll check this shit out, man. Okay. So show on stream. So all you have to do is called platform. So plat.py, right? You do not prepare to be impressed at the game itself. That's not what this is about. Okay. So this is the game. Again, I could input images and shit if I wanted to, but this is one file. I didn't want to add any art. And basically, it's got a double jump. These enemies will reset the game, and the win condition it's got a moving platform. I added all those, and it's not quite yet accepting when you win, which is to get on the yellow platform, right? At least it should give me a note that says, and that's the game, right? Okay, great. Whatever, Jaffe. Yeah, but that's literally based on a simple prompt, a simple fucking prompt, right? Now, here's what I did before the stream started. Then I went back into it and I said this, and I don't know what the result is. I said, let's do this, triple the size, because I wanted to do some things. And I said, can you take a piece of art for me? And he says, well, this version can't see the art. Rob says in PyCharm, we've been able to do this for years, not just by asking for it. You have to actually write it all. So then I said, let's just do this. And I haven't seen what the result is. I said, triple the size of the level, make it more interesting. I don't know what that means. Add ladders and a few new types of enemies, and also add a warp gate that lets you instant warp somewhere in the level. Totally vague instructions. And then I said, check the game over and win screen logic because the text is not displaying when you land on the gold bar at the end. Okay. Now check this shit out. I'm going to say do that. Okay. Now it's going to go through the process. It's going to tell you what its reasoning. I'm tripling it. I'm working on it, expanding it, integrating new platforms, ladders, adding a warp gate. It's doing all this shit. Okay. You add, yeah. So, and now it's going to start pumping out the code. Won't take very long. Detecting and controlling climb. And it's telling you what it's doing in real time. He's updating the collision logic, creating the warp gate, introducing flying enemies, creating the flying enemy, finalizing enemy types, enhancing the flying enemy. Okay. Mapping out the level design. I'm arranging the level to feature a ground platform, floating platforms, ladders for climbing, a warp gate, and both ground and flying enemies. Okay. I mean, this is amazing, right? It's not that the game that's going, and I want to tell you something seriously. If you are considering game design, not programming, game design, over the weekend, I literally said, make me an asteroids game. And then I spent about 4 hours just doing shit to asteroids going, how can I improve asteroids? And I'm sorry if you don't think that's the most amazing thing in the world, but it allows you as an idea guy, which is apparently, according to many people, useless, to express yourself through interactivity. It's the most amazing goddamn thing. All right. So we copy the code. It's right there. Okay. Then we go into, and then we'll get back to news, I promise. Then we go to the actual Python, or this is Notepad. Let's delete the last code, add this code. Let's save it. And then let's go back to the command window, the command prompt, and let's run it. And let's see if this is any better. Plat.py. Here we go. What happened? Oh, wrong thing. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Play. Why is it doing that? So there's a little debugging, but I may have it in the wrong place. Hang on. Okay. It's running, but it's vanishing. Why is it doing that? All right. Well, I'll have to figure. I mean, you gotta troubleshoot it sometimes. That's the fucking truth. But I'll show you some. Let me. I know we looked at the Kingdom Come interviews already. It would have. Lutron says the initial Mario like box game. I'm wondering why that's doing that though. Let me tell this. Let's do this. I know this is a game show, but and we're gonna do it. But I'm so into this. Let me show you this. Okay. When I run it, I was called Playbox peers, and then it vanishes and says, "Welcome to Python Play. What is up?" All right, let's see if it can explain what's going on. Shut up. I'm going to show this to you. You're going to love it. God damn it. All right, send. What is happening? I'm curious if the user is using an online Python IDE. Double-clicking the script on Windows causes immediate closure. Okay, let's see what happens. All right. Confirm Python is installed correctly. Python. Okay. Now, this is really probably something I should be doing off screen at this point because, you know. Oh. Nope. Okay, well, that's not the game. That's their game. I don't know what the fuck that is. Plat Pie. All right. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. A human could not have done it faster. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Here, let me just show you something. I'll go back and solve that game later. But watch this. Let me just do it with a brand new game. Let me just do it with a brand new game. I will not be denied. Let's go back. Okay, let's do this. Somebody give me a prompt. Somebody in the chat write me a prompt, and don't do it like you're trying to be a dick. Like, give me a 2D arcade style game, maybe with a tiny little twist. Give me that, and I'll put it in there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, there's always going to be a little debugging right now, but I'm doing a stream and I don't have a producer tech. And so you got to help me out for a minute, but just bear with me. We're going to get to a Contra style run and gun. Okay, let's see. Say tank futuristic simulator. That's not a game though. A Contra style run and gun. Okay. That might be complex, but let's try it. Make me a Contra style run and gun game using graphics, and that is 8 screens wide to reach the end and put a boss at the end. Let's see what it says. All right, it's reasoning. It's working through the images, the language, but it's constructing the game. All right, so just let's try this once, and then we will. Yes, the reviews have come out for Kingdom Come, sitting at an 87. And somebody earlier in the chat was saying that that 87 that the NPCs in that game are nuts. Like, you can poison someone, and then you can follow that person's family and see how it affects their family. I mean, I'm suddenly a lot more interested, even though before I was interested. Okay. But yeah, I'll be playing that, or I'll be picking it up and playing it tomorrow, I think. Okay. So let's go into, let's make a new note. Here is the script for Contra. We will save it as, let's see, all files. We'll save it as contra.py. All right. Now, this better fucking work. Better fucking work. Contra py. All right, here we go. He can jump. Can he shoot? Let's see. He can shoot. Okay. Wait, I must have killed it. Hang on. He hits that and stops. There's nothing in it. Okay. Hang on. Do we want to get back to the news, or can I play with this a little bit? You know, I'll do the news with you guys. Just hang on. Hang on. Where's the chat? I want to talk games, but there are no enemies, and I get stuck. What is up? Let's see what it says. All right, so we'll try one more run. One more run. And if it doesn't work, we'll move on. I'm telling you, this shit's cool, man. Jaffe's obsessed Because I'm obsessed with D&D? I don't understand. What's the difference? Hide and seek game. Yeah, maybe this one will be easier because you're being more specific. All right, let's try swap fires. I can't copy that. All right, hang on. Let's just try this real quick and see what it's given us. Just fix it. Here. All right, here we go. Let's do a new one. I'm going to do the Contra game, but not today. I'm going to do it off camera because I don't want you guys to get bored. It gives me a ball to control using, and you know that Swapfire is a programmer because he's being very specific. The computer has NPC box, which then looks for me after countdown is completed. The level is top down 2D and all right. It's the last one. But I'm really pissed the Contra game didn't work, motherfucker. I mean, it would work, but you got to get in there and fuck around with it, man. Well, how well is programming with Chat GPT? I want to make 3D games. Well, here's what I'll tell you. It is the reason I'm even fucking around with this is because Chat GPT 03 launched this week, and there were a lot of 3D examples of it using it this weekend. And so to me, you can actually do that. But that's, for me, I think if you really want to make a if you really want to make a game and be a designer, I think the first step is like, can you take a game that already exists and go, how do I tweak it? How do I make it better and interesting? That to me is why it's really, really cool. Okay, so I'll just call it swap PY. All right, it's the last one. If it doesn't work, I'll show it to you later when I have it all working together. But okay, swap PY. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So that red thing's trying to find me. Yep, and I'm trying. Oops. I guess it did find me. Oh, I'm not, we don't have a win condition, but right now it's just simply this. But this is still the start. This is still the fucking start of something. And then I could say, this. I could say, make it so pressing spacebar fires a laser in direction I am going, and the blast pushes me back. If laser hits enemy, it pushes them back and destroys them. If red enemy touches me, text comes up that says, "Fuck off, you idiot." Okay. All right, so that's the change. Okay, so it's putting the laser functionality in. Why are the obstacles moving? Because I added that because I thought it would be more fun. That's Swapfire, who gave me the original prompt, did not ask for that, but sorry. That's what programmers do. You go to them and say, "Hey, can I get a missile that does this in Twisted Metal?" And they're like, sure. And you play it and they're like, "Why is it homing that much?" And it's like, I thought it would be cool. We had a programmer on Twisted Metal, a guy named Mike Badger, great guy. He just loved every fucking thing to home. And I was just like, "Dude, stop with the fucking homing." He's like, "It's cool. I'm an old guy. I can't aim." I'm like, "That you're not our audience. You're making everything home too much." But have I seen the Hades pillar? Fuck you, Hector Howe. That was not intentional. That was a mistake. Who's texting me? Rob the Mod's texting me. Super Jaffe midlife crisis. Did you make that for us? Does it work, Rob? Is that a game I can play? If so, I'm going to play that fucking thing. All right, here's the code. Let's take it. Let's put it in Notepad. I'll make a new one just to be safe. Save. Rob just sent me a game. I think he made it. We'll do Swap 2. It's the sequel to Swap because Swap 1 was such a big fucking hit with the kids. Okay, let's go to our prompts. Swap 2. Oh, did I spell it wrong? How do I save it? Oh, it's just space. Swap 2. Okay, I guess I can't name it that. All right, 1 second. Save all. Swap part. Oh, just fuck it, Jaffe. Just say SSS, you idiot. Don't make it too complicated. All right, SSS is what it's called. SS. Okay, it's countdown. It's firing. You see that? Oh, but it's not. Okay, I guess I died. But why is it not killing the enemies? Unless it doesn't think that's an enemy. Oh, it did. It doesn't. These are obstacles. That's why. So, okay. I thought these were going to be enemies, but they're not. And there's no collision on them. But again, that's the point. There you go. So you get it. Rob, did you actually make a game? Should I show people that? He wrote a game called Super Jaffe Midlife Crisis, but I want to make sure that it's more than just the title. Yeah, but and if I wanted to fuck around with this, I could sit there and I could say, okay, let's put collision on these things. Do I do it? It's so addictive. Do I do it or do we want to go back to the news? You guys tell me, Tech Protect, get on the fucking screen. Where the fuck have you been? Good God almighty, boy. I'm going to start. I got to warn my daughter. It's like this guy. Let's go, Tech. Where you at, baby? I can't wait to. Who wants to bet what Tech's excuses will be? The chat is going to decide if his text like, you bitch, you're wearing my shirt. Shut the fuck up. But here he is on the Discord. What's going on, Tech? Your power went out. Holy shit. What do you mean your power went out? Why? Do I need to send more money? I'm not even fucking with you. You guys need to be able, we'll talk about that later, but Jesus, are you around? I'm worried about you now. Okay. Okay. I don't know. No. Okay. You want news? Let's get to okay. Okay. What do we do? Yeah. So I'm firing and I'm pushing back when I fire. I swear this is the last time I'll do it. I swear, you guys, I'm here for you. But don't you get how this is fucking fun though? Isn't this the craziest goddamn thing in the world? Okay. Check it out. Hey, Allie, good to see you, bud. Look at this. Let's just do add collision to the objects. And if you hit them, they should push you back. Impulse. Big impulse. If you shoot enemy, it breaks into smaller 2 versions of the enemy over and over. Max 20 pieces though. Stop at 20. It's going to get so fucking confused. What I just typed. But eventually it won't. And eventually it'll say, oh, okay, I see what you're doing, Jaffe. This is what I need. Rob says it's good for prototyping and testing. Well, it's good for testing small ideas, but I want you to understand something seriously. If you have an idea for something like Vampire Survivors, right? I'm not saying that game, but again, man, I mean, that to me, that's the ultimate test. If you're going to hire a designer, you bring somebody in and it depends the kind of designer you're hiring, but it's like, okay, look, I'm going to sit you down with the newest version of Chat GPT. I want you to write us a game and you've got 2 hours to make something cool based on Pac-Man Go. I mean, it shows you how the person thinks. It shows you how they trouble solve. It's cool. It's fucking cool. Sergeant Frosty says, "Tech protect. I like Dave's shirt." You goddamn right. Hey, you goddamn right. Okay. Okay. What am I looking at? And I don't. By the way, Tech protect. I don't buy the power went out because you got fucking phones. They're charged. What the phones went out too? Come on now. Come on, Tech protect. That's how good Tech Protect is, that I don't care if he's this late because he's really fucking good. But that's how I kept my job at Sony. They're like, Jaffe, you're kind of an ADD nightmare, but you're good. So fuck you. I'm like, yeah, baby. All right, let's try this. Let's do one more. I know I should just, this one will be called, we'll call this one Tech in honor. You got to jump on the show, Tech. We'll call this in honor of Tech Protect. This is Tech PY. All right, so let's run it. Let's see what we got, fellas. Tech.py. All right, we got 3 seconds. Here we go. Boo, boo, boo. He's firing. Now these are giving me an impulse. That's cool. Let's see what happens when I shoot the red guy. Boom. Oh, look at that. Look at them. Look at them snappers. Now we can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat. Oh, shit. They killed me. Oh, but they need more physics, though. So you're never done. You're never fucking done. And they need to last longer. I don't know if I can kill those guys. Anyway, it's cool shit, man. It ain't a toilet. You're right. You're right. All right, my friends, let's move forward. Tech, are you going to jump on the guy? Or do I have to send you an invite, or are you already on? Let me send this to you, Tech. And if you guys want to call in, by the way, here's how you do it. There's the link right there. When Tech decides to show up for work, he will maybe he'll help you out and pin that to the top. Hey, Tech, I'm giving you this in the wrong one. I'm giving you this in the in the Discord. There you go. Okay. But all I'm saying though is it looks like the original Berserk. I mean, seriously, if you have ChatGPT, it'll cost you $20 a month for this. There's a lot of great things it does. And I don't know if Deep Sync is better. I don't know which one you should get. I have no clue. But if you've ever just thought about making video games, and I mean, I don't mean like, I want to make Grand Theft Auto meets Madden meets GTA. I mean, making, learning about game design. Seriously, take this as a challenge and go, all right, how do I make this prompt fun? I think that's just a delightful way to spend your time if you're into video games and shit, man. Okay. All right, let's get back to the show, though. I mean, that is the show. Here's Tech. What the fuck? What the fuck? Were you too busy deflowering my daughter? What the fuck is happening?
We don't. We are a Christian household.
What is what happened?
I use a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply for the PC setup. And yesterday I was like, oh, let me clean up the desk area. So I did some stuff, and I cleaned some stuff. I didn't plug it back in, but after cleaning, I turned my computer on and it all worked. That's because the UPS has a battery. So I was like, oh, we're solid. Yeah, everything's working. So
Sarah, let me talk to my daughter real quick.
She is not available right now.
Okay, well, okay. How's it going otherwise?
It's going good. We are here.
Okay.
Although my Google Home is connected to the UPS, so that's why the alarm didn't go off.
Oh my God. Dude, don't you have a fucking phone? Don't you guys have phones?
I do the easy, I say, hey, Google, set an alarm for Jaffe at 9 a.m.
Zeke says there's so many tells off the charts on the dishonesty meter. I do believe you because I've heard you using Google Home before. And frankly, I care, but I don't care, but I care, but I don't care. Because you're good. So fuck you. If you were shitty, I could be mad, but you're not. So fuck you. I don't need to see it. I trust you. My daughter's I know. She's
and that white one
Thanks, Zeke. Thanks, Zeke, for this shit. Now we got to fucking listen to
white
Tony try to...
connects to that Google Home. I'm messy. I have Taco Bell sauce on my desk.
Ooh, Taco Bell.
Yeah, ignore that Swiss Navy thing. That's nothing. All right.
I don't know what Swiss Navy is. What is Swiss Navy?
Yeah, you should know what it is. That's good. It's good that you don't know.
I'm Googling that shit.
Swiss Navy. No, it's fine. You're good. That's fine.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah,
oh God. No.
It's the other Swiss Navy. Also, this is the guest link. I need the email link. Hi Jaffe, if you could do a human centipede with 2 members from this room, who would it be and why? And where would you be in the centipede?
Hang on a second, you fucking freak, Kevin. Wait, I gave you the wrong one, Tech?
Yeah, you gotta send me the email one.
Let me take you off this and I'll send you. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, you should have it now. Yeah, you should have it right now.
Okay.
Okay, so if you could do a human centipede, I would not do it, you idiot. Thank you for your ducats. Thank you for the super chat. Oh God, I don't want to know what that. Shut up. But no, who would I wouldn't do it with anybody. I mean, who does it? Are you telling me? Oh God, shut up, Ravnos. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Ravnos. God. Oh God. Listen. Listen. I don't feel good. Let's look at the battlefield thing, I guess. Idiots. Here we go. God, I feel sick. I feel sick to my stomach.
Oh no, you need a ginger cleanse. Have you had one of those before?
I don't say the word cleanse after showing me what you have on your desk.
Have you not had a ginger cleanse before?
Okay, we're going to watch Battlefield now, Tony. All right, we're going to watch Battlefield. This was revealed today. I think people are in waiting to get into this right now. So I guess there's the Play Lab, which is pretty cool. Shut up, Jojo D, you son of a bitch, in the chat. I guess you can get into the lab, but I'm not even going to try because it sounds like you got to fucking get in a line and wait forever and no thank you. But this is the new Battlefield. We'll watch this and we'll talk about it on the other side. Here we go.
Defending that last point in breakthrough.
You and your squad going together, trying to accomplish something.
Helicopter crashes into the building next to you, and all of a sudden the roof drops on your head.
The vehicle play is the destruction.
You've got tanks, you've got jets.
You get a bit sweaty in your palms.
That full, all-out military experience. It's just unlike any other game I've played.
This franchise comes with a long history, spanning over 20 years now. But the question is, how do we continue to build on that and push Battlefield to the next level?
I've been playing Battlefield since long before I joined the team. When 1942 first came out, the amount of fun that we all sat down and had with it is just, still like a fond memory. So in joining the Battlefield team, it was about the opportunity to give the team that space to do something just more amazing even than they've done in the past.
We set out with this ambitious idea of creating this new Battlefield universe. And to make that vision a reality, we had to think big.
Each of our 4 studios comes with its own culture and expertise into what we call Battlefield Studios.
One team that spans across the globe and combines 20 years of franchise experience with emerging talent.
DICE has such a rich history with Battlefield. We've been working on it for years and years. But we also want to do something bigger and better than we've ever done before. And you can't do that with one studio.
DICE is responsible for the multiplayer part of the game, which incorporates things like destruction systems, class play, squad play, vehicles, gadgets, all of those kind of underlying systems that drive the experience.
Oh, for sure, Rob the Mod. You goddamn
So
right.
here at Motive, we're working on multiplayer maps, and we're also working on single-player mission contents.
We're driving a cinematic experience to the level that's never been done on Battlefield before.
Ripple Effects has a long history of working on the Battlefield franchise.
We're working on an experience that is really going to open Battlefield up to a whole group of new players, but really still exciting that core audience that has made this franchise so successful.
Criterion have been supporting Battlefield for a decade now, and now we're going to bring that to the table as a fully fledged kind of partner in the Battlefield studios.
Mainly, we've been focused on the single-player experience. So the campaign is back for Battlefield.
We have never before had this many teams and talents dedicated to the development of Battlefield.
I could do that in chat.
And we have a plan to create a new, exciting future for the franchise, alongside our players.
This game has so much potential. So I think it's about giving the team this time to really hone their craft.
We have to prototype, play test, get feedback,
and then repeat that loop
over and over and over again. We have to find gameplay that really resonates with the players and then build on that.
Battlefield Labs is our new
It's
development
Tony's house.
initiative.
There's no
where
light.
Players will get to test
I'm just
specific
saying,
focus
Tony.
areas in the game.
We've done similar things in the past, but this is a whole nother level. We're doing it before we launch the game, and we're doing it with so much more content.
It's an exciting way for us to interact with our audience before things go live and make sure that what we have is really fun and polished.
And we have to test everything, combat to destruction to maps and modes.
We're going to test all the new features that we're putting out, and we're going to test hardware like weapons, vehicles, and gadgets.
We can try different things, but also validate what players are expecting from Battlefield.
That feedback is crucial in helping us know what to prioritize, what needs improvement.
Dude,
and
that
what
guy had
feels
his
like a
hat
true
on backwards.
Battlefield
Did you see
experience.
that? That made him
We're
cool.
pre-alpha, so now's the time to test all the experiences our teams have been building for our upcoming launch and beyond.
Join our Discord where you can learn more about our new closed testing environment. We call it Battlefield Labs. Let's build Battlefield together.
I mean, that looks amazing, but I don't know about that, because you're telling me the most impressive thing about this to me are, unless we're looking at maybe the single player, the most impressive part about this to me is the animation of the guys around you running, but you're not really going to have living characters like your buddies running like that, because you can't control a character. I mean, look at that. I mean, there's no way those are real other humans. That's got to be just scripted or procedural AI characters running around. But that is cool. I mean, seeing the AI kind of have more of that animation is really neat. And I'm trying to think, like the latest Call of Duty, when you've got the NPCs running around, I don't think they run like that, right? I mean, that's what I noticed when I first saw this, is just how fluid and how realistic the NPCs feel. Can you guys think of a game that has NPCs that kind of feel that way, or no? And again, I mean, they're saying it's gameplay. Who knows? You know what? Tech Protect, you're good, but if you were as good as Anne Hathaway in The Devil Wears Prada, did you ever see that movie?
I have. We watched
Do you
it
remember?
with Sarah last month, I think.
Do you remember how Miranda wanted the new Harry Potter book, and she just found a way that you should get us in to make up for your power going out? You should get us into Battlefield Labs. Is my understanding is Battlefield Labs, it's really hard to get in. Kevin, I'm not going to answer the question. It's disgusting. You're a disgusting man, Kevin, for asking me such nonsense. I honestly, I honestly have not even seen the
Human Centipede.
No, I mean, not because I'm offended by it, but just because I'm like, I get it, right? I mean, is there more that I need to get? It's disgusting in a delightfully gross way, but do I really need to watch a whole movie that leads up to basically the fact that I'm going to see what I've already seen? I don't know.
You would just choose the front? Is that not just the easiest answer? Is I would choose the
I
front.
would, well, yeah, if you have to be part of it, sure, you choose the front. Of course, but yeah. I mean, the worst part, I guess, is if you do the people together. So there is no front. It's like a circle, and then you intravenously feed them. And then it's just a constant, shit, basically.
Yeah, the guy in the front lives,
They all live, don't they?
Well, the people in the back get malnourished.
Oh, and eventually the guy in the front's just dragging these two dead bodies around.
Yeah. Plus, imagine how much you're saving on toilet paper as the guy in the front.
Oh, God.
The guy in the back still has to wipe.
You don't have to do shit.
The guy in the way back?
You don't have to. Who's going to offend?
Himself?
I think he's got bigger problems if he's in the back of the human centipede.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, essentially, he's still,
I've never seen the movie The Human Centipede, but are you telling me, like, what does he feed them? Like, is it Indian food?
It's like chili con carne.
Indian food would be worse. The Indian version of...
I imagine Indian food has the highest proclivity of retaining spices after poop. So I think it's the most tasty. Like a ham sandwich is not going to taste like a ham sandwich after. But like Indian food might still taste like Indian food.
I don't like life. I don't like it anymore.
Also, I'm getting us into the...
I don't believe you.
You're gonna know.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Kevin, I haven't seen it either. Eternal says I regret watching it. Yeah. Okay, let's move on with our cavalcade of community. Anthony Mackie teases that the Twisted Metal Season 2 will be more action-packed than Season 1. Here's what he says. He says, we just finished it. We shot it in Canada. We blew up a lot of shit. Every day we blew something up. There were days the police came, and they were like, hey, y'all can't blow this up. And we would wait for them to leave, and we would blow it up anyway. So we'll see. I don't know when the show's out, 2025, but I really enjoyed the what's the goddamn thing called? I enjoyed Season 1. I thought Season 1 was pretty good. So Ionic says, Jaffe, who was the Tupperuvian gay reporter? What? I don't understand what that is, sir. Are they ever going to release the Blu-rays of the Twisted Metal TV show? I wasn't aware that was even in the cards. What's up with Kanye West?
You don't like Kanye West?
Well, I mean, he brought his wife. Did you see that? His wife goes last night. She's not wearing any clothes at the Grammys. Did you watch this?
I don't know if we can show it.
I can show it. I'll show it to you right now.
Okay.
I'm going to turn off the audio though, but yeah, here I'll show it to you on the stream. I mean, they've got her bleeped and blooped and stuff, but and she's wearing a skirt, but I don't think it's skin skirt like it's meant to hide anything. It's I don't know what it maybe so
it's
when she sits down, she doesn't get poop everywhere. I don't fucking know. But yeah.
Funny enough, your daughter had an opinion about this.
Yeah.
Like, how dare Kanye, take advantage of this woman, presents her around as like a trophy. But she's been dressing like this forever. Like for the past 3 years that she's been in the limelight for Kanye West.
She's been not wearing clothes.
Most of her outfits are hyper revealing. They're entirely sheer. I think when they went on a Disneyland or Disney World trip, she originally got there in clothing like that, and they were like, "Here's a fucking t-shirt. No, we're not doing this."
Yeah, and they asked her to leave the Grammys. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, we're talking about Kanye. That's that's the job. 2D Man says, "Attention, give me attention." Well, yeah, but I mean, that's the job, right? I mean, it would be like complaining that stuttering jam Jim, stuttering Jim, stuttering James, stuttering, what's the guy's name? Stuttering John, stuttering Craig. People, I love it on the internet. They're like, it's so cringe, Jaffe, when you pretend not to know his name. When you pretend not to know his name, we know you know his name. It's so cringe. Is cringe the worst thing you can be to Gen's? Is it Z, to the young kids? Is that
essentially?
It's like worse than
being a simp.
Being a well, simp. Oh my. Well, that's me, baby.
You know, Kanye kind of looks like my uncle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
You seen my
he
uncle
is.
before?
No, but your uncle's a black man?
Yeah, we have Kanye there, right? And that's
I mean, I know.
Uncle.
Okay, he looks nothing like your uncle.
Yeah, look at this. They have the same little like stern, upper lip look.
Oh, you poor deluded sad son of a bitch.
You see that, right?
No, I don't see it at all. Doesn't look like your uncle. It looks like Kanye West. Now, but I don't care. He's welcome to do whatever he wants. The woman's a grown woman. If she's not, unless she's being trafficked, I don't think that anything's wrong with this other than it's like, whatever. Did you see the interview clip where Chappell Roan is walking by and they're interviewing Babyface on the AP and they just totally are like, they just totally throw Babyface to the trash. And it's like Chappell, which I get because, that's their job, I guess. But the AP apologized this morning. But it's like, well, you did send them there, probably these reporters, to get you the most relevant news. And Chappell Roan is the hotness right now compared to Babyface. What do you expect? But still, it was rude. There's no fucking doubt. Hello, Andy Gallagher. And then I saw, I guess the little, what's the guy's name? Will Smith's kid is trying to get some people talking about him. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of a neat idea. It's stupid, but I don't know. These people drive me nuts.
I'm not a fan of the posture in the second photo. Yeah, what is the posture here?
I don't know. Oh yeah. Matthew says, take the L because you were so cringe. LOL. Kids today. Yeah. And also when they say you're gonna die, this is the hill you're gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die on this hill. No, I'll fucking murder you on this hill, maybe, but stay the fuck out of my lawn. But this guy, I don't know. I just find them all. Let me say this. Now, I grew up loving celebrities, coveting celebrities, wanting to be a celebrity. But the older I've gotten, the more I've really started to understand a lot of these middle American people who are like, these people are awful. I hate them. I don't hate genuine creative artists. I don't. I'm grateful for them. Like, I still, as crazy as Lady Gaga is, I still go, I like Lady Gaga. I like her new song. I like a lot of her music. But this shit, it's like, you know what, Jaden, go do something first. Then you can wear a fucking dollhouse on your fucking head.
He was Karate Kid.
He was in one movie and then he was in that Earth AD movie. Nobody gives a shit about this guy. So go earn your right. I mean, again, you don't owe anybody. You don't have to earn your right to be stupid. But when you fucking take pictures and you put them up all over the internet, you're asking for it. If Gaga has earned that. She's a genuine creative human. You've done nothing. You've gotten into some movies because you're Papa, and they were both stupid. So no is my response to this kid, is what I would say. What's this? Beneath. Let's look at this trailer. Isn't Beneath this game that's been in production forever? I don't know, but we're going to watch it. We're going to talk about it. Here we go. This is Beneath. Look, if you want to, Rube says Jaden Smith does make music. Well, is it good? Has he had hits? Do people know his shit? I mean, I'm an old man. I'm not listening to Jaden Smith's music, so you may be right. I know Willow Smith makes music. All right, this is Beneath. And don't forget, if you want to call in and talk about any of these topics, all you have to do is click on the link that Tech Protect put at the top of the YouTube and pinned up there, right, Tech Protect?
Doing that right now.
Yeah. Here we go.
To do it, I have to log in under you.
Oh my God, just do it. God damn it. Here we go.
127, Dr. Adam Grayson. The secrecy surrounding this project weighs heavily on my conscience.
I like this already. What am I looking at? As this, I want to say this game has been talked about for a while, but a lot of games sound like it, so I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks cool. Fuck you, Zeke.
This newfound creature, it's unlike anything we've ever encountered.
That's cool. Man, when's it coming out? God, video games are the best. Beneath, 6 minutes. Maybe we'll watch this towards the end of the show. I'm not going to do it right now. It'll derail us. But if we have some time, let's watch that 6-minute trailer later. I like that shit, man. I like that shit. You pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. You did not. Hey, by the way, Tech, did you see the reviews are out for Sid Meier's Civ? Not bad. 81. We talked about this earlier while you were asleep, but yeah, I'm gonna keep giving you shit. You goddamn right. But no, seriously though, I know you got the collector's edition coming. It's coming out next week. 81. My understanding is, and again, I've never really played Sim more than 5 goddamn minutes, but I'm excited for this one. And I think the biggest complaint is that people are saying that they've taken some real big swings, and the people who are really into the old school version are feeling kind of like this might not be my Civilization, but a lot of people are saying it's really cool. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be playing this right away. I think I'm going to jump over to, what's it called?
Humankind?
No, I'm going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance first.
Okay.
And then I'll see if patches come for Civ. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest swings essentially are they switch up the way gameplay rolls through. Civ 6 had a very fluid era change. So you have like the medieval, you go to classical, you go to Renaissance. And as you go up in era, there's different technologies you unlock. But essentially your gameplay it starts here and it just flows up. With the new change to Civ 7, you have the Antiquity Age. And at the end of Antiquity Age, everyone graduates from Antiquity Age at the same time. But those who are performing at the top get brought down a little. And those who are performing at the bottom of the game get brought up a little.
Even if you're playing against NPCs, like even if you're playing single player? Okay.
Yeah, so the idea was they looked at the statistics for Civ 6, right? And they saw that almost nobody plays Civilization 6 into the modern era or past, right? The gameplay gets a little too, how do I say, unbalanced.
Okay.
Right? If you did super good at the beginning of the game, there's almost no catching up in Civ 6. You're fucked. If I, had 5 cities when you had 2, right? My 5 cities maybe they're producing less. Like let's say they have each 8 production, and you have 2 cities that are at 12 production. 5 cities at 8 is 40 production for my empire. 2 cities at 12 is only 24. Right?
It's weird. It's weird though. At this point, I'm kind of more interested in talking about the Human Centipede again. I'm bored out of my fucking mind. What the fuck are you talking about?
Essentially, Civ 6
I would be a terrible interviewer of people who worked on Civ. It's like, hey, you want to interview Jaffe with Jaffe? Sure. And I'm just like, dude, what do you want about? Shut the fuck up.
In Civ 6, it was essentially you do good at the beginning, you understand your fucking macros, you understand the economy of the game, and you fucking try your best. And if you fucked up a little bit, you're gone. You're gone from the game. Multiplayer doesn't work for you.
Did you ever make it to Future in Civ 6?
Yeah, but I'm a hyper autistic player.
No, I know. I think that's great.
Yeah. I download mods that make like real Earth maps, right?
Yeah.
And true starting location for like the USA or Bangladesh, and I'll play through kind of like simulating certain wars and shit. That's me. Most people are not me.
And my daughter chose you. The fuck.
Well, opposites attract.
I'm kind of proud of her. That she did. That's cool. That's cool. I like when people can see the diamonds in the rough. I like when people can look at somebody who are statistically weird as fuck and go, that's a gem right there. I'm not insulting you. A diamond in the rough's great. You'd rather be a diamond in the rough. You know why? Because there's gold in their hills. The people that track as the normies, I would have been disappointed if my daughter brought home a guy that was just like a super fucking. Are you using the lube right now, Tony? What's happening?
I'm in the rough? Why am I in the rough?
Because you just went on for an hour about your Civ Bangladeshian 40 production unit haul is why you're a diamond in the rough. The intelligence behind that is genuinely impressive, and I'm proud of my daughter for recognizing it. But let's not pretend that anybody other than you and the good doctor know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I also have a 1/12 scale city of San Bernardino and City Skylines 2.
Okay, is Sarah around? Can she hear me? Sarah, it's time to come on home, honey.
She can't hear you.
Time to come on home,
I
sweetheart.
put her earplugs in today. She's relaxing.
Wonderful. But listen, seriously, do you as a core player of that franchise, are you excited for these changes, or are you like some of these people on the internet that are really pissed that they're making those changes to Civ?
I'm a little unsure. I've played Civilization for a long time, since Civ 4, which is not long for most players because I'm 28. Some players are 40. Anyways,
Right.
But I've really enjoyed the franchise. I'm a little nervous that the change they're going with these antiquity ages to exploration to this, it's a little much. It might change how the game's played entirely. You still have the economy background, which is fun. It's what I enjoy. But the way you can win the game is now so diverse that for months I might play this game and not still understand the dynamics of the mechanics of the game.
Okay.
Right? So I might be in a long form game, which might take anywhere from 20 to 60 hours to finish one game. Right? I might be like, I'm in the lead. I'm fucking winning. And then because fucking not Rosa Parks. What's her name?
Rosa Parks?
No, not Rosa Parks. It's the other Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman's a new character in the game.
Oh, cool.
She has a game mechanic where, like, if your culture is influenced by these people specifically, you just instantly win the game at the end of the playthrough. I might just fucking lose. And I might think that me playing as Benjamin Franklin, I was like in the win because my science.
Fucking Harriet Tubman, am I right?
I might get my shit sold by Harriet Tubman.
Underground Railroad motherfucker.
That's
Harriet
a mechanic.
Tubman.
Yeah, one of her mechanics is called the Underground Railroad. Anyways,
that's cool.
Happy Black History Month, boys.
Yeah, it's true. I'm looking forward to it. Little Devil Inside. Is Morgan joking about that? That has actually been killed? It's a dead game or no? Listen to this. And I want to give you, I got to help you motherfuckers because I'm tired of the internet. I'm tired of these fucking bullshit people. Ghost of Yodi is being written by the same people that wrote Mass Effect Andromeda, Anthem, and Dragon Age Veilguard. Are you hyped? Let me explain something, idiots. There's a lot of people who write video games. Now, I happen to have liked Dragon Age Veilguard, but I can respect and I understand that you may not. And I respect your opinion on that. That's great. I can even respect the fact that you don't like because you think it's woke. Whatever. Okay? But take a fucking moment before you run to the internet and start banging your drum about, oh, this is fucked. It's so fucking fucked. It's woke. Let me explain something to you. There's a lot of writers on these games. And if you actually had a fucking modicum of intelligence, okay, you would understand that even Dragon Age, Veilguard, which was written like a young adult novel, it had some real problems with the writing. There was some really good scenario design in that game. There was some really good meta plot in that game. For all you know, these two people that are now on Yodi are the guys and girls that did that, right? Have a little respect for the pedigree of Sucker Punch. Have they ever let you motherfuckers down? Have they ever let you motherfuckers down? And instead of going, you know what? I trust that studio. And if they're going to pull people from other teams that are available, maybe they've done the work in researching who they bring on to hire people that it's like, yeah, I didn't like the CW tone of Dragon Age Veilguard. That wasn't these two. These two were the ones that came up with the idea of taking Solus and burying him in the fucking consciousness of Rook. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. These are the ones that figured out a way to explain what the Darkspawn are. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. But instead, now you're just running to the internet. Look, guys, I got another one. Maybe Grumps will notice me. Fuck you. What do you mean Sucker Punch has let you down? They may have let you down, and, I didn't like this part of an Infamous. They have not let you down, or most people down, as a studio in general. And they certainly haven't let you down with their, quote, woke agenda. Now, if they do that, sure. Now, again, Ravnos, no, you're wrong. They said Sucker Punch let him down because they abandoned Sly Cooper to make Assassin's Creed. Tsushima and white trash with powers. You know who let them down? The gamers. You think they didn't make a new Sly Cooper because there was money to print? They didn't do it because nobody was buying it comparatively, and they would have gone out of business. Okay, so that's a you problem. That's a fan problem. Then you get pissed at the fans that didn't show up for Sly Cooper. Don't get pissed at them. Fucking goddamn floozy.
Speaking about writers, Jaffe, we have Hector Howell wanting to talk about writers gaming.
Well, the Dungeon Master Extraordinaire, who's running our new show on the channel called the Blood of Lintalia, which we stream every Sunday at 3:00. I'm going to tell you something that I like about this, Hector. And I don't know if you have been seeing the some of the feedback. I mean, it is not like we've talked about. Watching people play D&D can be boring as shit if it's not edited. Hector's doing a good job of trying to, get it rolling and shit. It'll get better every episode in terms of that part of it. It's a great campaign. But I love the fact that even with it being and it may always be a very small performing show, compared to like other shows, I love that I've seen more people every week go, I'm surprised I really like watching this. And I genuinely like having this on in the background, and it feels like it's a really fun group to hang out with. And so I'm loving that. I don't know if you're seeing those comments, but I've been seeing those, and those make me happy to see. So what do you want to talk about, Hector Howell?
Seeing them, and so happy to hear it, frankly. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, so I saw your little article up there on writing, and it has intersected with a thought I've had regarding crediting for writers on these kinds of projects, because oftentimes on gaming, particularly something like a role-playing game where you have a lot of different characters, like a Dragon Age, like a Baldur's Gate, you have writers that can be assigned to specific characters. And so, okay, this is the woman who said, oh, I wrote Lucianus in Dragon Age Veilguard. Here's this guy who said, oh, I wrote Asterion in Baldur's Gate. And it seems as though in this time, that's largely a voluntary thing. The writers are coming forward. They're claiming, hey, I did this. Yet there's also a professional responsibility side to that, an accountability element to it in terms of the performance of the writer in their role that they're designated to perform. So I suppose the question that I would pose is, what do you think of the idea of more formalizing the crediting for a game to say, okay, it's not here's writers and a list of 8 people. It's writer for this character, writer for that character, writer for meta story, writer for etc. Setting details.
Well, I think that already happens at a professional level. I think the question of, if you're going to go for a job interview and, again, kind of like the guys at Sucker Punch, you think they're not going to ask them, okay, well, I played Baldur's Gate, Veilguard, what are you responsible for, right? All that's already happening. The idea of making it more, reflected in more of a public facing thing, I think that has more to do with just the individuals if they want it to. Because we don't really have unions in games. So it's not like movies where you can, there's like, oh, well, this is exactly what an assistant cameraman does. And if you go afoul of that, you're getting into grip territory. You can't do that on a union set. And so I think that's just sort of, if these guys want to let the public or part of the PR campaign know, hey, if you look at Elden Ring, where it's like they brought on George Martin and they said, we know roughly what he did, right? Which was to take kind of a rough idea and not flesh it out in a plot narrative, but flesh out some of the world. And then it kind of went back to the From guys, and that was mostly all they had. And then he showed back up for PR. That happens a lot too. A lot of people come and go in a project and contribute ideas. And so I'm just saying that it's like, it's one thing. I think my new bee in my bonnet lately is the internet. Not when people are mad about things I like. I don't care if people don't like Dragon Age Veilguard. I don't care if they don't like Ghost of Yodi. That's up to them. They have that right. But it's more of just the blanket assault on something without bothering to do one iota of digging, because it's easier to go with the anger impulse of, see, they're making that woke again. And it's so disrespectful when it's to a studio that's done nothing but delivered time and time and time again. It's like if it was Naughty Dog, and I love Naughty Dog stuff and I love Last of Us Part 2, but there are people that I think have built a valid sense that Naughty Dog has built a reputation for being what they would call woke, what I would call just nice human being stories, but whatever, I get it. I understand what they're talking about. And I think Naughty Dog has made that bed, and whether they like lying in it or not, they've made that bed with that kind of audience. But Sucker Punch hasn't earned that from these people. Sucker Punch has done nothing but make meat and potatoes, great, entertaining content since the minute they burst on the scene with N64, whatever that little wheelie guy was, and then went on to do Sly Cooper. That doesn't mean everybody's got to love these guys, but they're not that, they haven't shown themselves to be that kind of studio. And it's just so disingenuous for these fucking grifter fucks to jump all over them because they made some hires of people. I mean, it just shows such an ignorance of creation. It's like these two writers may have been brilliant when it comes to writing. Let's just say they're really good at writing NPC dialogue, right? The Ghost of Yodi story is done, right? The base of it already. They're filling in the blanks at this point. And they probably were like, hey, you know what wasn't bad about Veilguard was when you went into the various cities and just talked to people mulling around. They had we like that. And we got a lot of NPCs to write. Let's bring, these people don't know, and they're still comfortable attacking them. Piss me off. What's ironic about it? What did I say?
What is ironic is that I believe that a lot of the perspective of people who are targeting deigned woke decisions are truly believing and attempting to affect creation in a positive way. And you're making the statement that they're having an inverse effect, which is the irony.
I don't know if they're having an inverse effect on the creation. I think they're just basically having they're being assholes, and they're being disrespectful to people who have done nothing but delivered for them time and time again. It's like they don't deserve the target that's being painted because they made a hire. It's like, where does it end with these people? It's disgusting to me. It's disgusting.
And I think to loop back a bit to the initial question I had, I'm curious if you think that it would be better for, I should say, the companies, or better for the writers if there was more publicly facing information about their responsibilities. Would the companies be more protected because they can sort of say, that writer, they handle that character, nobody liked that character, well, throw them under the bus? Or would the writers be better protected by knowing, hey, this was my job, this is what I did, and this is how I did it? And especially if they're successful? Or do you think that it's better for one party or the other that it stays voluntary as it is now?
I think, honestly, if these companies actually if they have to start taking into account that a vocal minority, but nevertheless they're very vocal minority of their audience is so damaging, if they don't treat that audience like they're little fucking babies, then I honestly think a lot of the people that are being paid to create this entertainment and or art, depending, probably would just say, you know what, thanks very much. I'm going to go do something indie, because it's like, there's a point where it's like, you can be the world's best chef and you can love cooking, but if you're cooking for fucking Nazis, I'd rather just not cook. And I'm not saying these people are Nazis. I'm saying that I'm trying to paint with the broadest brush of, it's like, there is a point where your customer can be so off-putting that it doesn't matter that they pay the bills. I'll just go get another job because I don't want to entertain you. And so for me, I would have a real hard time if I still worked in games and Sony came to me and said, you need to do this song and dance because otherwise they're going to think that you might be okay with certain progressive values. And I would be like, I am okay with certain progressive values, so they can go suck a dick. Although that's very progressive. So I don't know that, you know what I'm saying? A zombie moldy dick is what they can do. So,
yeah,
that
sounds terrible.
Well, that's the idea. That's the idea, you know? So anyway, though,
that was what I wanted to present. And
all right.
I hope that it was an entertaining topic for chat. And I hope
Indeed.
that you found it thought-provoking.
Always. Thanks, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. See you
all
soon.
Right. There he goes, off into the evening to prepare new adventure. Shut up, Jaffe. You shut up. I got him. The quartering breathing heavily, says Marco. Well, you know, I don't watch him anymore. I don't think he's on YouTube anymore, is he? He might be. Okay, Jaffe directing the Egypt God of War would be insane. Could you imagine, Mutant Mo? I don't know, man. Okay, if I were to, oh wait, Ionic says chat is spitting facts. Give me a fact. You can't attribute all aspects. Give me a fact. I want to know. I want to know what they're spitting before I move on to another topic. Amy Hennig was the truth at Naughty Dog. Neil fuck things. But this is the thing, Captain Loudpack. I know a little bit about what happened at Naughty Dog with Amy leaving. And I won't talk about it. It's not my place to talk about it, but and I get it. That's the fun of being a fan, right? It's the fun of being able to watch football and act like you know more than everybody when the coach calls a play that's stupid. And you don't really lose anything for saying anything like, that's a fucking dumb play. What the fuck's wrong with that coach? He should be fired. And I've done it too. But all I will say is, ask yourself in your business or in your life, you have to have had situations where a lot of people don't know all the stuff you know. And those people are bitching about things and acting like they've got the skinny on the truth. And you know, they don't. So all I can say is Captain Loudpack writing this, Amy Hennig was the truth at Naughty Dog. Neil fucked things over at Naughty Dog when he took over. Is there any truth in that statement? Sure. But is it that cut and dry? No, not from what I understand. And so I'm just saying, you know, it's fun to just shout shit. I get it. I totally get it. But if you're interested in actually expressing the truth, you know, be aware that it's not always, you know, as simple as that. Okay. Jaffe, you should watch the movie Companion. It combines AI and sex bots. Why do I know this movie? What is this movie? Companion. That's not the one with Megan Fox. That's called Subservient, I think, where she's like an AI robot that takes over a family. Companion movie. What is this? I like how YouTube says it's from the studio that brought you The Notebook and the creators of Barbarian. What? Okay. With a macabre sense of humor and a sardonic take on what AI might mean practically, the film is a witty warning about the near future. Okay, cool. I'll watch it. Is it streaming? Do I have to actually go out of my home? Because I don't want to do that. But it looks cool. I mean, it's got great reviews. I'm in. I'll see it when it comes out. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. Let's move forward, shall we? Let's move forward. Look at this. It's got nothing to do with video games. I don't care. Look at this.
Your food. Most people think it just starts eating it, but flies actually can't chew like humans. So instead, they sort of puke up a special type of saliva right onto your meal. This saliva contains digestive enzymes that break down your food into a slurpable liquid. The fly then uses its proboscis to suck it up like a smoothie, which is how they consume your food. When a fly lands on...
So that's gross. Did I like Royal Rumble, Father Alex? I did like Royal Rumble. I didn't love it. I didn't think it was amazing. I thought the women's match was decent. Had a couple of moments. Good to see Alexa Bliss back. I did not think it was great, though, and I thought the men's match was pretty good. Logan Paul, as much as he's a dick, I thought was great. He's always great. He's just a great character in that world. I didn't like, who was it, Jey Uso who won? I didn't want Cena to win either. I honestly thought Paul should have won. I think that would have been a better story, but I thought it was fine. It didn't blow my mind, but it was fine. You were blocked, Cartoons, and what's your name? Cartoons and Comic Studio. You were blocked by me or blocked by somebody else? I don't understand.
I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Jaffe. What?
You know what's worse about flies eating your food?
What?
They don't have anal glands. They just poop from their feet. So wherever they land, they're just secreting poop.
This is gross. So if you were out and you had
a burger just out there
and a fly landed on it at a picnic, would you just flick it off and keep eating?
Tear the little bit off where it landed and flick it out.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, it's shitting on where it steps. Go ahead.
I don't agree with this, Sergeant Frosty. I know what you're talking about with John Carmack. He says video games are supposed to be fun. Carmack summed it up best with Doom not having a storyline because it's like a story in porno. It's there, but nobody gives a shit. They're there to have fun. I think that is incorrect. I think that, your quote is correct about Carmack, but it was a very different time. I think video games, just like comic books, just like movies, they're a medium and they can be fun. And I do think AAA big expensive games are meant to appeal to a very broad audience because they're so expensive. And more often than not, that means entertainment, engagement, and fun. But I don't think that writing a blanket statement that video games are supposed to be X, I think that really limits the way we think about the art form. And I've played plenty of games that probably would not be categorized as fun, but they are interesting, fascinating, engaging, emotional, and I'm glad that they're out there. So I would push back on that. Although I think if you're just talking about AAA, then I would say, I would say that's probably more correct than it's not, for sure. Okay. Okay. I got the coolest piece of God of War art ever, says Captain Loudpack. What do you got? Where did you get it? Did I give it to you? What is it? I want to see it now. He says, I got the coolest piece of God of War art ever. A real piece of PlayStation history. What is it? What is it? Come on now. Gary Turbo. Whoops, hang on. Let me get rid of the fly here. Gary Turbo of the Cincinnati Turbos. What's up, pal? How are you? Wait, come back. There you are. What's going on, bud? Yep, you're on now.
Okay. I got to talk about this huge trade that happened last night. Wow, Jeannie Buss in Los Angeles has to be in her office laughing right now because of that trade.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you educate us?
Okay. Dallas Mavericks had traded their star player Luka Doncic to Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, a injury-prone sidekick, in a huge trade. And I'm sitting here saying, wow, if I was Mark Cuban right now, I would fire whoever made that decision.
Okay. This isn't the Pat McAfee show, right? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know anything about. Now, am I watching the Super Bowl? I don't know. Probably. Do I like football? I do, but I don't follow it at the level. So my concern, my fear, good sir, is if you don't kind of get to something that's game related or weird related or something about weird emotional shit you're going through. Wait, we're talking about the Lakers. That's football. That's baseball. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried I'm going to lose them, Gary Turbo. What do I do? Do I keep you going on the Lakers thing, or what do I do, Gary? Help me.
Well, this is under the weird aspect because, like, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen yesterday, and it was crazy.
That does sound weird, Gary. Look, Here's what would make it weird. Does one of these guys that got traded on the basketball team have like a third arm growing out of his back? Because that's what I'm looking for, sir.
Well, not weird, not really. But
Yeah.
I thought that
Can
was
you
pretty cool.
imagine? What do you think if you had a could you ever have conjoined twins playing professional sports? What would that be? Would that be one player, two player? Could you get a football team and there's two dudes and they're conjoined at the hip and they're like quarterback? I'd love that. I'd watch the shit out of that show. What do you think, Gary
Actually,
Turbo?
there's a one-handed pitcher that played for the Yankees.
And how was he?
Oh, the owner tried to get him off the team.
Well, how did he even get on the goddamn team? He must have been good enough, right?
Yeah, he was good. But
Or is that fucking DEI bullshit? Am I right?
Yeah, but the owner just didn't want to have a one-handed pitcher on the team.
Yeah. Gary Turbo, who's your celebrity crush? If you could marry, whether you're into the men folk or the lady folk, if you could get with one celebrity, if I could make it happen, who would it be?
I don't know.
Come on, Gary. Don't let us down, baby.
I don't know, the AT&T girl.
The AT&T. Let me look her up. Who's the AT&T girl?
Squirrel girl on the she's Squirrel Girl in Marvel Rivals.
Squirrel Girl. Hang on. I'm gonna look her up. Let's see what she looks like. See what she's. Oh, she's cute, man.
Looking for Milana Weintraub?
I don't know, but let me put her on the screen. Is this who you're talking about, Gary Turbo?
Yeah.
She's cute.
She's also in that movie based on some game. I think it's called Werewolf.
Oh, the Ubisoft. Yeah. Well, look at her. If I see her, I'm gonna tell her to call you. Is that all right?
Sure, whatever.
What do you mean, sure, whatever? You're acting like you don't care because you're trying to get her, or you suddenly don't care? Because you don't know who I know, Gary. I know lots of people.
So you can call her.
I can call. I guarantee you, I know. I know somebody who knows her. There's no way I don't. I'll call her and I'll say, listen, Gary Turbo is into this Mavericks football show. And what do you think? She'll be like, I don't know what she'll say, Gary, but I'm going to do my best. All right, buddy?
Yeah. I'm about to get off so I can pick up my order from Little Caesars.
All right, buddy. All right. I'll see you later, man. Thank you for calling, Gary.
All right.
I wasn't being silly with him. I mean, I was trying to, I don't know anything about the basketball. So, but I like Gary Turbo. I always like when he calls. He's a funny guy. He's a good dude. Okay. Look at her though. She's cute. Super cute girl. Okay. Let's move forward, shall we? Let's see what we got. Let me see what we got. Let's watch. Let's check out this video. This guy. Oh, somebody's asking, did I see the new video that? She's been a guest on Jeff Kanata's show, and Jeff Kanata and I talked a couple of days ago about me coming on his show. So what did I say? What did I say, Gary Turbo? I know someone who knows her. Come on, man. That's awesome. It's awesome being me. I'll call her for you too. All right. Wait a minute. I want to show you something. Somebody was saying, Jaffe, did you see? Yeah, Captain Loudpack, show me the artwork. Call into the show. The link's at the top of the YouTube, and we'll put you on. Show us the artwork you got. We'd love to see it, man. I'm looking for somebody. Said, did I see the new video by who? By Craig or something? Are you talking about all the drama shit? I don't watch any of the videos they make about me. I saw some clips on Twitter from this guy 8-bit Michael or 8-bit Andre. I'm doing it again because it's so cringe. I did see that, and I didn't watch it for more than a minute. I literally, he's making a video about my video, making claims, And then I do things in the video while he's watching it that pretty much deflate some of his claims. And he's like, oh, well, yeah. And I'm like, dude, why don't you fucking watch the thing before deciding to make a video about it? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't like these people. I think they're idiots. Did you see the Final Destination Bloodlines trailer? I haven't yet. I started watching it. I saw it opens in the office with the girl getting the tongue piercing. I thought that was cool. And then I just got busy, but I'll watch it later. I'm looking forward to seeing it. This is Captain Loudpack. Captain, yeah, one sec. There you go.
What's up, man?
How are you, sir?
The legend, the man, the myth, bro. I've been dying to show this to you. I don't know, bro. This is my first time on the YouTube thing. Hold on, I don't know how to turn this. One sec, man. I've been dying to show this to you.
Just wait a second. You have totally just blown my mind,
bro. Listen, I got this in honor of you. Actually, my wife.
Because if I close my eyes, I'd say I'm talking to a black man.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Hey, so look, man.
I'm sorry. That's not a negative or a positive. I'm just saying that you sound like a black dude. Now, is it racist for me to say that? I don't know.
No, it's okay. Man, that's not the first time I've heard that. It's okay.
It's not I don't think there's a good or bad way to sound. I'm just saying that you sound like.
No, it doesn't bother me, man. Look, I just want to let you know, man, bro. You're my favorite game director of all time, man. And you always have been.
I appreciate
love you, bro. I love you, man. I'm 45. I'll be 46 in June, man. I've been playing God of War since March 2005, and I recently just got this, man. I've been trying to find this promo art for a couple years, and then
I'm dying to see it.
Okay, I don't know how to turn the camera. Hold on.
Just put it in front of you.
Okay, so look, can you see it?
Yes. What am I?
Look at that. Look at that, baby. You know how old that is, Jaffe?
I do, but wait, where is it from? Because that looks like a magazine ad. But how did you get a?
It is a magazine ad. Look, check it out. Look. I bought it. I bought the magazine ad from this company out of New York, right? And they charged me. Look, I'm gonna show you what they charged me. $20, right? They charged me. Hold on. I got something else I wanted to show you too. Let me find this in here. Okay. Hold on one sec. Okay, so look, I got that. I got this right here. I just got this in the mail about a month ago.
What is it?
And this is the promo art from a Game Informer magazine from 2005.
Let me see.
It's got, bro, this is a true piece of PlayStation history right here, buddy. Look, check this out. So I got this in the mail, right? And then what I did, I got it canvas printed on a big canvas. Hold on, let me put it together. Okay, hold on one second. Right. Yeah, one moment, please. Yeah, man, I got this in honor of you, bro.
I gotta see this shit. I'm dying.
So I got this out of an old 2005 Game Informer magazine. You see it?
Okay, and then you sent that off to the company and said, make me a big one.
Yeah, and then I sent it off to a company, and they made me a huge canvas print.
That's fantastic, man. That's great.
Hold on. But look, it gets even better, baby.
I'm not going to. Oh, my God, dude.
Hold on. It gets even better.
Oh, my goodness. Go back up to that top one for a minute.
That's Kratos from God of War 1.
No, I know, but I'm looking at it because that looks just like the statue that all of us got for working on the game, but I think that's a remake of that statue because
it is. Ain't it beautiful, though?
It is beautiful. It looks like he's laughing, though, which is very strange, but that's really cool.
He's actually grinning.
That's awesome.
And then I have this one, too.
Beautiful.
Then I have Wukong.
Oh, that's neat. Where did you get that? How much was that? Is that a statue or like an action figure?
It's an action figure, but it doesn't articulate. Like it's like it's more like a statue. And then I also have some Batman stuff.
Holy shit, man, that's neat. Oh, I like the Batman.
I also have Doomsday and Batman, or Superman and Doomsday.
Excellent. Oh my
God. You know, my PS5 is goated though. You see it?
It is. That's great. Your clock is pretty cool too, man.
Yeah, I'm an old school gamer, bro. You know, Kratos stays up there, man. That's my guy.
Oh, I love that, man. I love that we got to work on something that connected.
Bro,
with
like
you.
this right here, Jaffe. That picture, man. Bro, this means so much to me, man, because it took me so long to hunt down those pieces, those pieces, man. And when I finally found them,
Charlie Wynn did that image. He's one of the best artists I ever got to work with.
yeah, and look and check it out. It even has the remember this, live in your world, play in ours.
I do. Very cool.
The official, everything's official. It's just missing one thing. It's missing your autograph. That's what it's missing.
Oh, well, if I ever run into you in the real world, I'm happy to sign it for you.
Yeah, man. Maybe one day I'll see you at like, I don't know, like a Gamescom or something like that, man. Maybe I'll have it on me or something.
What part of the world are you in? Where do you?
I live in Wisconsin.
Okay. All right. So you never know. Comic-Con, something like that. I'd be happy to sign it. And if you ever see Charlie, though, that's his art. Have Charlie sign it too. But
yeah, man. Like I was so like, dude, I was so excited when I got it, man, because like I've seen like a lot of like other like, you know, like God of War art that I really like, but there's nothing like that, man. There's nothing like, bro, that is like that's the ultimate picture right there, man, for any God of War geek like me, man. Because bro, there's nothing like God of War 1, bro. And you know what? You the fucking GOAT. I don't give a fuck about none of those other lames over there. You the GOAT, man. And then you know what? If they don't get their shit together at Santa Monica, man, they gonna mess up over there, man.
I don't know what they're doing over there, but I'll tell you what, though. I do think if you can get Tech Protect your address, we'll send you the original design doc for God of War if you want it.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I can give you my address right now.
No, don't do it on this. But just Tech, can you reach out to this guy and get his address, and we'll mail him.
But I have Instagram. My Instagram is Captain Loudpack 420. So like, you know, if you want, you could just tag me and you can send me a friend request, bro. I will take anything God of War related. I don't care what it is, man. I love God of War, and I love you, bro. You are amazing, bro. I can't believe I'm actually talking to you. This is actually a dream come true for me, man.
I'm easy to find on the internet, baby. We stream twice a day.
Bro,
So
this is so crazy. I can't hold on. I gotta tell my wife. All right. Babe, you know who I'm talking to? I'm talking to David Jaffe, the game director of God of War Live right now, baby.
Where's your wife? Because I want to make sure she's okay. I need proof of life.
She's right here. Jaffe wants to make sure you're okay.
I don't know.
Okay, we were just looking. We were looking for proof of life, lady, because I was a little scared of your husband for a minute.
He said he was looking for proof of life.
There you go. Does she like video games too?
Bro, she does. She actually does. Listen to this, Jaffe. You're not going to believe this. Listen, but look, she's really good at God of War Ascension, the multiplayer, bro.
Absolutely,
she loves, bro. She loves all God of War. She's really not too keen on like the newer, like the 2018 and the Ragnarok.
Yeah.
She loves the, you know, like she loves like her favorite. I think her three favorites are, well, actually she's got four. She's got God of War 1, 2, and 3, and then she likes I think she likes Chains of Olympus or Ghost of Sparta on the PSP. Yeah, she loves them all, bro. And actually, man, she got really, really good at Ascension, man. She was playing in like community tournaments like back in the day and stuff like that. And she got me into it too, man. And I ended up being really good at it too.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so crazy that I'm talking to you, man.
I'm gonna let you go because I got a show. But it's nice to meet you. Thank you for supporting our game. I love that you loved it. I love that it meant something to you. Tech will reach out to you, and we will get you a copy of the original God of War design document where it all started. All right?
Man, I love you. Okay, bro. Just like if I need to send money, just let me know, man, because I'll pay for it, man.
You don't need to send money. Hey, but if you want to join, if you want to be a member at the show, sign up for a membership. We'll take it
on YouTube.
No doubt, man. I definitely will. Thank you, Jaffe, so much, bro.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Check your Instagram.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
There we go. What a cool dude. Dude is going to be up for next 3 days, says Zeke. Yeah, no, he's a good dude. I like that guy. Funny fella. This is not the direction I thought the call would go, but glad we stuck it out, says Eternal. Yeah, it's a good fella, man. I love it. All right. What do we got? Let's jump to another franchise. This guy put up a video. I've not watched it. Well, maybe we'll watch that later. I don't know if I really want to watch. It's called What Should the Next Twisted Metal Look Like? But I don't know if I want to be in that headspace right now. So let's look at something else. Let's look at some other stuff. All Scientologists believe in aliens and UFOs. Let's watch that. In fact, Tech, jump on. I got to go get another Coke. Let's jump onto this Scientology nonsense and see what they're talking about. But wait for that till I get back. Why don't you talk to the chat for a few minutes, keep people entertained? I got to get Coke. And
Sounds good.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
People are saying that I look like a young version of you.
Don't flatter yourself.
Thoughts? What do you mean?
That's disgusting.
I'm a fairly attractive guy.
No, because you're with my child.
What does that mean?
Why would my child want to be with someone romantically that looks like her dad? Bite your tongue. It's weird, man.
I don't know.
Weird, man.
It's the personality. I feel like the
Well,
personality.
that's okay. Well, that's fair. All right, I'll be back.
All right, Jaffe's heading off. I'll take him off the screen. I will start streaming Jaffe's Twitter while we talk to you guys. How's it going, boys? Thanks, chat. Let's see. Oh. I'll have to mute the stream for Twitter. Oh, that's Jaffe's. Where's mine? Here we go. No echo. Sick. Are you with us? He doesn't look like a young Jaffe at all. Fairly is doing a lot of work in their statement. You guys don't think so? I don't look like a young David Jaffe. What does young David Jaffe even look like? Young David Jaffe. Oh, yeah, no way. I don't look like young David Jaffe at all. I don't think so. Born in 71? Is that accurate? Is Jaffe in his 50s? Is that true? Is this David Jaffe? This can't be David Jaffe. This can't be a fucking man himself.
What the fuck is this?
Is this you?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
It's a musician.
Looking at young David Jaffe. Someone else has the trademark to your face?
It's a picture. They don't have a right to my face. Yeah, Al Jaffe, right? So somebody was asking me or saying Rygar. I don't understand, Jose. I get this a lot. Answer: was God of War a blatant ripoff or a copy of Rygar? I don't quite really understand why that becomes this thing that is like some kind of gotcha thing. People say I did play Rygar, and I will tell you, we were heavily influenced by Onimusha, Eco, Devil May Cry. Rygar just was not an influence. It just simply wasn't. It doesn't mean I didn't like it, but that's not where the Blades of Chaos came from. It wasn't where even though it didn't really feel like Greek mythology, it was supposed to be set in Greek mythology. Was absolutely not where that came from. But people like to act like it was some sort of and I'm like, nope. Okay, what are we doing, Tech? Nobody can read that. It's too small.
Oh, sorry. Were you born in 71?
Yeah.
Oh, good shit. That's thank you for making it to 50 plus. Congrats.
Yeah, BC alternative, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Rygar is just like a game based on an old arcade game. All right. Do we want to watch Scientology? All Scientology. I think Scientology is like a lot of people. It's all crazy. The only difference between Scientology and any other religion is just, it's all batshit. How do people? I don't understand it. Tech protect. Chat.
You're not a fan?
I just don't understand how we can delude ourselves into believing things that are clearly not real. You can believe, you know what I did? I went to ChatGPT the other day and I said, oh, we got a guy in the chat if we want to bring him on in a minute, but I don't know what he wants to talk about. But and I said to it, what questions about religion, aliens, all that kind of stuff have you never been asked, or do you rarely get asked, right? Because I was just curious about things people don't ask. And we did get into all kinds of thought discussions about metaphysics and quantum mechanics and all this stuff, but it's just like, I think, and it came to the conclusion. It just said, the only real logical take on any of this is agnosticism, and I get that. But there's people believe in this shit. Anyway, let's bring in this 4 mod. Oh, Sal wants to be a mod. No. What does he want? See what he wants first, Tech. Does he want anything specific? What do you want, Sal?
Hello?
What's
Can you
up?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What do you want?
I just wanted to ask you if you are planning to do an interview with Shuhei Yoshida. He's been doing a lot of podcasts
He has.
lately.
He has. Yes. Probably not.
Damn. Why?
Because I would want to ask him real questions. And I don't want to kiss his. I like Shu a great deal, but I don't want to just be like do you know how great you are? What was it like when you did this? And I was like, but if he wants to come on and we want to really have a real conversation, I would absolutely love that. But
do you remember the first time you met him?
I do. Absolutely. I remember the first time I met him. Yeah.
And where he was?
He came into Sony Santa Monica, and we all met him over by the open floor of the studio, by the steps that go up to the upper level, and he just introduced himself, and that was kind of it. I mean, he was a nice guy, and then I saw him later that night at a Twist Metal Black launch party at Legionnaires Hall, I think, in Hollywood, and he was really cool there, and I always liked him. But I really I don't like to just do interviews to do interviews. I like doing interviews when there's something genuinely interesting that we can talk about. And it's not to say Shu and I wouldn't have genuinely interesting things to talk about. It's just that ultimately I don't think he would be comfortable going to places that I would want to talk about, which is totally fine. And I'm not saying I would ask him these like terrible questions or anything, but I like bringing people on that really.
He's a company man. Even though he he revealed something in the other podcast, some stuff that maybe some conflict that he had with Herman.
I mean, maybe I can bring him on if I can come up with some questions that I think would be genuinely fresh and interesting. But I'm just not looking to. And it's stupid because he'd get good ratings for this channel. So maybe I should just do it. But I want to feel like we can actually have a conversation that you're not going to get anywhere else. It's not just going to be the same old song and dance that, I want to get more to the heart of the guy if I'm going to talk to him. Right.
All right. So we also have Matt waiting. We're going to pull you off, Sal.
All right. Thanks, Sal. Matt, it's Jaffe. What's up, champion?
What's up, bud?
Doing a show. What are you doing? What are you wearing?
Watching show. I'm wearing a blue t-shirt and jeans.
That's hot.
Yeah, I know.
What's up, bud? What do you want to talk about?
Man, February's got some
really
good games.
You goddamn right.
We got Pirate Yakuza, we got Avowed, we got Monster Hunter. What are you most excited for?
I mean, I am very excited for Avowed, and the reason I'm excited for Avowed is because my favorite part of video games, or at least adventure games that promise to send you on an adventure, are games that unfold with the player's choices. And that is a studio that has historically been good at creating immersion via paying off player choices and exploration. And it sounds like this is going to be more of that kind of philosophy, which is why a lot of people bitch about it doesn't look as good, or the combat. It's like, dude, no, that's not what this is about. This is about freedom. At least that's what they claim. And if they deliver, I'm excited.
Real role playing.
Yes, that's right. Kingdom Come, I'm very excited about because the reviews have been good, and I had some people telling me some stuff about it in this chat today. And so I'm excited for that. Monster Hunter, I played the beta. I liked it, but I don't really want to lose so much time into that. Yakuza, I'm excited. It looks batshit crazy. So I'm excited for all those, man. I mean, there's a bunch of indie games I'm sure I'm not even thinking of. So February's packed, March is getting packed. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I just love, I think I'm at a place playing games right now, and it's a good thing I don't do a lot of reviews that people depend on. Not to say they can't depend on me, to be honest, but I'm having such a love affair with the art form right now that I'm just enjoying a lot of fucking shit, and some people are a lot more critical, I think, of games right now, and they seem to complain about a lot of things, and I'm like, maybe they got a point. I don't know, man. I'm just like, Assassin's Creed, I think it looks awesome. I've watched all the shit Ubisoft's put out on it, and I'm like, yeah, I want to play that. So I'm a pretty easy lay these days, I guess I would say. But I'm looking forward to a bunch of shit in March as well. And in fact, in the chat, somebody just mentioned the demo for where did it go? First Berserker, says Eric, was fun. Yeah, I love that demo. That's a great demo. You can get it on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and it's fucking delightful. Fucking delightful, man. It's great. It's great. So anyway, yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't quite understand why people are before games come out root for them to be bad. Like,
yeah,
the more good games there are to play, the better. Like, I'm not a big Assassin's Creed guy, but if this next Assassin's Creed is amazing, that's just more stuff to play.
It's the kind of the same shit of like, if it leads, it bleeds, or if it bleeds, it leads kind of thing. It's just drama, and people are, yeah. I mean, if it sucks, yeah, that's the difference, right? If it sucks, then I'll say it sucks, but you can't say that to these people, right? You say that and they're like, you're a fucking shill. I'm a shill because I'm excited for a game. I would be a shill if it came out and it sucked and I didn't say it sucked, but I'm just excited for it. Maybe it will suck. I hope not. A lot of these people don't play games though, man. They don't play shit. And that's fine. I'm not one of these guys that think there's any kind of nobility in calling yourself a gamer, so you're not a gamer. But I don't care. But I love video games, and shut the fuck up. Let me have some fucking fun. Life's short. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Yes. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it, buddy. Always nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right. Talk to you later. That's a good point. Sergeant Frosty says, I remember people bashing the all-female Ghostbusters before it came out. Then they bashed it after watching it. Could be a shit movie. I liked that movie. I thought that movie was fucking funny. I thought what's the guy's name? Hemsworth was hilarious. I think what's the I'm trying to remember the names, the actresses. Kristen Wiig was pretty good, but I loved Leslie Jones in it. I thought who's the big woman, whatever her name is, she was fucking funny. And then the woman on SNL, well, they were all on SNL, but the blonde woman was fucking funny. I was good. Melissa McCarthy, right? I don't agree. The movie was horrid. Sorry, don't agree. But if you didn't enjoy it, that's a you problem. I thought it was a lot of fun, man. Listen. I want to be clear on something. We got ourselves Warped Eye stepping up to the bar, putting his dick and balls on the fucking. I don't know what happened. I don't know anything about bars really. He goes to the bar. And he says, hey, here's money. I want people to enjoy the sweet, sweet nectar of being part of the Jaffe community. And I appreciate that, Warped Eye. And because of your generosity, 3 little children will continue to get their medicine. And P. Dudley, Eric Rose, Chauncey Lawrence, Raw Martinez, and Artie Stoss have been gifted a membership to this very show. That means you get into members-only chats, game nights, pot and popcorn. What I love is at least one of those people was hate watching. Now they're like, I got this fucking membership, man. It's fucking gross, man. I like the hate watchers. How many of you guys are hate watching? If you're hate watching, you don't even have to say your name. Just if you're watching on your phone, do that little thing where you can click emotes and shit and pop them up on the screen. I want to see how many of you guys are fucking just hate watching. I love it. I love the hate watchers. You guys keep the lights on. Thanks, fellas. Oh, there we go. We got somebody doing love. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the hate. I appreciate it. Put that shit in my veins. Okay. Yeah, I know. Warped Eye says that will be the last gift sub. Won't be able to afford it after the tariffs kick in. Listen, man. I don't know. You guys know what I feel about Trump, but let me ask you guys, a lot of you guys out there, I know that you guys voted for the guy. You like the guy, whatever, do what you got to do with your life. But are you guys starting to have second thoughts, or you're totally good on all this shit where he's doing the tariffs and he's giving Elon Musk control of the treasury and all that shit? Are you guys feeling good about that? Like, no, he's got a plan. Or are you starting to go, wait a minute, this is starting to feel pretty fucking weird to me? I'm curious because I know some of you guys, like the guy and you voted for him. Have I heard of the Bohemian Club? No, I don't know what that is. What is the Bohemian Club? No idea. Educate me. One Punch says they're 110,000% having second thoughts. Rob says we'll have to wait and see. Warped Eye says he's angry. 40 million angered 40 million Canadians. How expensive is it going to get? Says Denova. I don't know. I voted for the lady too. I did too, Carlos. I'm just saying a lot of these guys didn't. And I'm wondering now, are they like, yeah, it's okay, we have to go through this because how their, justification. Tariffs have already changed and will by tomorrow. I don't know what that means. Do you mean that they were going to do them and it was just a bargaining tactic is what you mean? How's the cost of eggs? Wasn't that why so many hated Biden eggs? Well, no. I mean, that's what they said, but that was, both sides trafficking that shit, but you're right. MK says Mexico already caved and sent troops to the border. I don't think Colin may have voted for him this time, but the first time he didn't. Yeah, the rich are always in charge. I mean, whatever you think of Trump, and I don't think much of him, I think he's a piece of shit. The Elon Musk thing that gives me some fucking pause. That gives me a little bit of worry just because I'm like, what the fuck, man? This guy donated $300 million to your campaign, and now he basically bought himself control of the United States Treasury. I mean, that's insane. No matter what you think of this guy, love him or hate him, you got to go, that's weird, right? That's fucking weird. Sergeant Frosty just got a membership gifted by Kanji. Thank you, Kanji. You are a bunch of I have the richest, most generous chat on the internet. I don't care if other people have more views than we do. I don't care if other people have more internet clout. We have the richest, most generous people on the chat. I don't know if that's true. Shut up, Jaffe. Idiot. I don't know. Shut up. I just say things like that sometimes. And then I know that some people go, they really like that. They feel like, yeah. And some people go, shut up, you fucking placating fuck. I know. I'm bad at this job. Clip that. I'm bad at this job because I can't play to the crowd because I have to be too honest. I can never be a politician. I'd never be a politician. I would just be like, yeah, I know I'm supposed to tell you this, but you and I both know I can't get that passed. I do my best. I'll do my best. Rob says he's rich with love. You goddamn right. Yeah. Kanji says that gift he just bought was going to be for his kids. They'll starve until next month. Well, fuck it. Their old man needs some fucking entertainment. God damn it. We got somebody over Jaffe. When we were kids, games like Mario or Mindless Fun, says GZDR forever. Thank you, buddy. For watching us over on the Twitch. He says, Jaffe, when we were kids, you need a comma, sir. Games were Mario or Mindless Fun. Get to a destination with obstacles in the way, save the princess. A reimagining of Mario by these new crop of devs would make Bowser an opioid dealer, the princess an OnlyFans model, and Mario would have a black friend for no reason. Why do you need a reason to have a black friend, you racist? You racist Twitch watcher? Is the only reason you have black friends is because you have to justify? Who needs a reason to have a black friend? You racist KKK fuck. But that said, though, sir, GZDR forever. Look, man, video games, like any other art form, have grown, and there are The problem with the narrative that you are believing in and sharing with the world, sir, is it's not that you're wrong about what games used to be like, but the games you're describing still exist, right? That's the problem. If those games exist, man. I mean, even if you want to talk about, Space Marine 2, or we were talking earlier about the first Berserker demo, those games are just batshit crazy and just fucking fun for the sake of fun. And there's nobody sitting there going, I have a message, whatever that message is. And it's just, it's disingenuous to sort of pitch the gaming medium as something that only provides what you're describing. You're not wrong that stuff hasn't grown, but I would argue that, when Nickelodeons were the only way you could watch movies back in 1900, most of the movies or the Nickelodeons that you put a nickel in and turn the crank and watch the movie were very simple, benign things. They were just meant to be silly and stupid and entertaining. And those kind of movies still exist in terms of movies that are just to be entertaining. But are you saying that you don't want the medium to grow? You're not glad that movies now can be about all kinds of things, just like games? Come on now. But listen to this. One thing we can agree on, GZDR forever, is Sergeant Frosty is a goddamn man of the cloth. He's a man of God, sir. He stepped up and he went and he said, Jesus, I need you. Jesus says, I'm here on the beach with you. Those footprints, that's mine. Says, Jesus, I want to gift a membership to the Jaffe channel. He says, it's not a problem, pal. And boom, lightning comes down. And I think that's Zeus, but one of the gods comes down. He says, here, give some membership to Eric Barth. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for that. Very generous, very kind, very courteous. Jaffe, is the biggest issue with gaming today gamers? No. Gamers, these people don't really affect anything. They are not an issue. And I don't have a beef with this GZDR. I don't know the guy. I get his point, and I worry more that he may not actually know there are lots of games out there that still do exactly what he's asking for. I think this week we may be, if we can get it set up, having an interview with one of the game developers of The Killing Antidote, which is one of my favorite games of last year. It's in early access. It's TNA Resident Evil 2 is basically what it is. And it's a great deal of fun. It's silly. It's stupid. It's all the stuff that the guy on Twitch is asking about. I just wish more people would recognize that this narrative that is being sold to people, that games are like totally being just, shoved into this, woke filter. Some games are. But that's great. They should be. And some games aren't. And that's great. They shouldn't be. Shut up, Zeke. Eternal says the Bohemian Club is a private men's club in San Francisco, and they have a camp out in the Bohemian Grove. They've had military and world leaders as members. I've never heard of it. I've never been invited. I'm a little bit offended. Zen Zizzle says we get Ninja Gaiden 4 this year. All is right with the world. Absolutely. And then I saw some people today bitching about the goddamn Assassin's Creed. It's like, did you know they have? I tell me I'm wrong on this. I got to look this up real quick, but hang on. Let me get. Hey, Tech, will you remind me? Sardguard posited a question, and it's right there. I don't want to lose that, but I do want to look up this Assassin's Creed thing real quick first, because somebody. I want to make sure I'm not getting this wrong. Assassin's Creed. Sumo wrestler, isn't it? And it's like a whoop.
Have you not heard this?
Well, I'm trying to understand what they're upset about. I'm like, are they upset that the sumo wrestler's fat? It's a fucking sumo wrestler. What are they upset about?
Are you not a sumo enjoyer? Do you not watch sumo wrestling matches?
I'm not opposed to them. Where would I acquire such a bounty of entertainment?
YouTube has sumo wrestling matches all the time.
Okay.
I'm a big sumo guy. Not because I'm built like a sumo, but I think it's a very graceful sport. Anyway,
okay. So what's the problem?
Sumo historically is a spiritual and more like revered part of Japanese culture. And part of that is that women cannot be sumo wrestlers. There's a famous story. I want to say it's happened multiple times, but in like the 1700s, a sumo wrestler broke his rib and it was like pushing out of his chest on a fall. And these like women nurses ran in to try and take care of him. And they were like, get the fuck out. Like, you can't be here. Like, if he dies, he dies. We'd rather that than a woman enter the sumo ring.
Okay.
And I think modern examples of that has happened since.
Okay,
but
so
to make her a woman.
But is she a sumo wrestler or she's just a fat woman?
She's a sumo wrestler.
How do we give me proof of that? I'm not saying you're wrong, but I assume that I would be forgiven for suggesting it wouldn't surprise me. That's a long way of saying a lot of people make shit up and pull it out of their butthole without any information. But you could be right. You could be right.
So I want to say even her name was like.
No, I want to know why she's a sumo wrestler.
Okay, so her ability. Let's see.
No, where do they call her a sumo wrestler?
I'm taking a look.
I'm just saying because people, I don't know what her ability is. I want to know, do they write her into the narrative as a sumo wrestler?
I want to say I read something that said so, but let me find it.
So I'm looking at this on my screen. Assassin's Creed News says, now the female sumo character is the problem. I can't do it anymore. And then somebody writes that it basically, for those who don't know, it is strictly forbidden in women to become professional sumo, even to this day. And then the response is, are people really so stupid? And the response to that is, it seems so. Sumo's taken very seriously. I just want to make sure they are actually saying she is a sumo wrestler. Even though I know that it's not meant to be historically accurate, but I would agree that that seems a little weird. If it turns out that she is officially a sumo wrestler. Because it's really not a problem for me, but I would agree that it's like, that seems weird that you would kind of poke at that hornet's nest. But if anyone's got any proof that she actually is a sumo, send us a link and we'll put it up and we'll look at it. But right now I'm not
on Discord. I'm also not seeing anything directly from Assassin's Creed, but there was a ton of these like grifter accounts on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram.
Right. And again, so you got to be careful, right? Because it could be totally real, or it could be bullshit. And so I don't know anything about that. What was I asking us to put up on screen and not forget?
I'll send it to you in Discord.
Okay.
Sargard.
Okay. So Sargard says, so what is the issue then? The games like Veilguard are flopping if you're saying people complaining are a vocal minority. So yeah. Okay. I'll answer that in a second. Ravno says, Jaffe, she is just fat and can push back enemies. And so she's now a sumo. But so you're basically saying, Ravnos, there is no evidence that she is a sumo. They're just taking that and running with bullshit. What's the matter with so many people? Assuming that's correct, assuming Ravnos is correct, what's the matter? Why are you so mad? You are mad. And find the real culprit. Is it the capitalist system that doesn't take care of you? Is it your dad left and then I don't know what it is. But if you're gonna be mad at the right goddamn thing. Okay, so Dragon Age, let's get to that briefly. I like Dragon Age Veilguard very much, and I've said this over and over, so I won't spend too much time on it. But my understanding with Dragon Age is that it was tonally very, very, very different from Inquisition. In terms of, like I've said, I think it's an accurate statement to say that game, at a surface narrative level, it's like watching a CW show or a young adult novel, like Percy Jackson or something. It's not a very, the tone is weird. So I think that the Dragon Age fans that showed up were Rob says, what's up with the youth? That's right. The Dragon Age fans that showed up, I think, were rightly felt like, what the fuck is this? So that hit them. And I also think that most AAA narrative-based games are not doing that well anymore. We covered this a few weeks ago. If you look at the top 20 games of 2024, only 4 of them are single-player narrative games. And out of those 4, 3 of them are based on brands: Harry Potter, Spider-Man, and one other one, right? So it's the audience that used to show up for AAA narrative, they're still there, but it's not what it used to be. So that kind of market is thinning to begin with. Then you've got the fact that it turned off the Dragon Age fans, which hurt the word of mouth. Then you've got the fact that, yes, it was a very on the nose, even though I agree with what they were talking about, the way they talked about their progressive philosophies in that game was very on the nose. And that led to a lot of people on the internet making sometimes valid and other times not complaints about the tone of the game. And that also contributed. So there was a lot of things that contributed to why that game and a lot of other narrative-based single-player games didn't do well this year. And what's funny about it is you can complain why it only sold 1.5 million or 1 million or whatever, whatever people are debating now, because how much of it was rented on EA Plus, but whatever. It was a flop, okay? But selling 3 million of Wukong was some massive hit, or selling 2 million of Stellar Blade was some massive hit. I liked all of those games, by the way. I'm just saying that you have to kind of acknowledge that there does seem to be a trend on all of these narrative-based single-player AAA games of no longer delivering where they used to. But, there are going to be people that didn't buy it because of what it was about tonally and narratively, sure. Shasle says, the thing is, there's not many people interested in Veilguard. You would only know the writing if you had played it. Only hardcore gamers really watch gaming channels. Yeah, could be that too. It could be there's like a $60, $70 single player game, and kids today aren't playing those. They're just simply not. Yes, Wukong was huge, but it was huge in China, not in America. It was a nice hit in America, but it wasn't some kind of mega thing or anything like it was in China, of course. Okay. The biggest thing going against Shadows is AC Valhalla. If you played it, you'd understand that people already played a Japanese AC game with Ghost. Well, Jonathan, true, but at the same time, Valhalla was the best-selling Assassin's Creed ever. And Astrobot didn't sell that well either, comparatively speaking. So, yes, it was about an elvish god or two elvish gods. Well, Solus is, none of them are really gods. Depends, right? And then, but two of them that were friends with him or something. I don't want to get their lore wrong, but I'm not that deep into it. He did something with the veil and these in order to stop the other two gods, and then he got trapped in Rook's mind. But I don't know the whole where the veil came from, and is that the green thing in Assassin's Dragon Age Origins? I don't really follow it, all that much, but I enjoyed it. Okay. But anyway, that would be my answer, Sardgard, is that, yeah, it just kind of, there's a lot of factors, but a lot of games are getting hit by it. And it's not just Dragon Age. It's not just Dragon Age, but I liked it. I thought it was a great game. I like Star Wars Outlaws too. Thought that was a great game. Okay. I'm looking for this real quick. Okay. So here's the deal. It's about 1:40 here in San Diego. We're going to be back later today with another show. It will either be a proper Gabbin' and Game show or it will be another Jaffe Talks. I don't know. Do you guys have a preference? This is something. Let me ask you guys something. Tech Protect and I were talking about this. It's like what shows make the most sense, right? And what's fun about the Jaffe Talk shows is they can kind of ramble and go all over the place and be about different things, but mostly games and geek stuff. But every now and then we'll talk about crazy shit. I like that, but I don't want to disappoint you guys if you show up and you're like, dude, at least give me one show a day that's just pure video games and give me Gabbin' and Games. I'll do that for you too. I just want you guys to be happy and be satisfied and blah, blah, blah. But you got to let me know. So what do you guys think in the chat? Do we care either way? Let me put up a poll. Let's do a poll real quick is what we'll do. We'll just say, what show in this, here's the question. Read the question. What show do you want next? Don't fucking tell me Don't fucking tell me. Whatever you want's fine, Jaffe. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking what you want to watch next on this channel. Do you want Gabbin' and Games proper? Or do you want Jaffe Speaks, aka this? And we are getting on a schedule, JSD. We got a morning show and an afternoon show. It'll be we're trying to start at 10:30, but you know, our power was out this morning, so I was worried somebody had broken into the fucking house. And
if they broke in, we have guns. It's okay.
I see it. I see it right now.
And we have a guard dog.
And then our afternoon show, but we'll try to figure that. We'll try to get. We're trying to do 10:30 and 5 every day. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I just put the poll up. I feel Gabbin' and Games should be a daytime thing, and afternoon should be the Wild West show, says Kevin. All right. Well, there's the poll right now. So you guys tell me what you want, and that'll be the afternoon show. European here says Durali, this time is great. Any Jaffe is great. I prefer Gabbin'. I always want Gabbin', says Doug. Damn this liberals and their guns. Hey, Courage. Hi, baby. Oh, he can't hear me, can he?
No, headphones.
Oh, the baby. Look at that dog. So beautiful. There's the baby. All right. So it looks like we're basically 50-50, really. So I don't know. All right, then depending on what the news is. Look, the both shows feel similar. I mean, they are. The real issue with the Gabbin' and Games is if it's only about games, we start sailing into these waters where I'm saying things that are just because it's something to say about games, but I don't really let me give you an example. Let's do it together, shall we? Let's go on the stream here and let's look up. Here's how I find news stories. Okay. So let's go to topics for Gabbin' and Games. And let's do the top there. Okay. I'm just looking for something that would be interesting to talk about. Halo Infinite doesn't have a fuel rod cannon, but will have a rocket that fires. No, I don't want to talk about that. That's some Eddie Torres nerd shit. Yeah. What a way. Let's see. Former PlayStation exec explains why Michael Ansel's Wild was canceled. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'd talk about that. What else do we got? Need for Speed's not happening anytime recently. All right, well, look, if I can find enough game content, we'll do a Gabbin' and Games. If not, though, regardless, we will absolutely be here in about, I don't know. What do you got, Tech? We're going to shoot for 5 o'clock, you think? It's 2 o'clock now. Let's shoot for 5:30. We should try to shoot for a 10:30 and a 5:30 show. That's what we should do. Well, yeah, because too late, I'm tired and the audience has gone to sleep. I'm going to shoot for 5. Well, go ahead.
There's a number of times, you're up streaming at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., doing like the post-stream game streams. And people like it, right? People join in, they chat, they hang out. And I think you like it. So if we did a 5, we cut it at 8. That gives you the, at 8:30 or 9, I can just hop on, play some games, shoot the shit.
So you want to shoot for 5?
If you want to do 5, that's your.
Let's shoot for 5 to 5:30. I'm going to, if I can get enough. Look at this. MLB The Show won't be on Game Pass. What? That's something to talk about. I wonder why. Oh, wait. It'll be next gen only. Finally. What? I wonder why. Okay, we'll talk about that. Don't you think people are sick of the opinion content over normal routine? Da Vinci's, help me with that. What do you mean? I thought I was about to understand your reading and your sentence, and now I don't know what you're talking about. Don't I think people are sick of the opinion content over normal routine? What is that? What does he mean? I don't know. Help me. Thank you, Captain Wildpack. I appreciate it. Well, I know it makes sense, but it's been on Game Pass, so it's still going to be on Xbox. Why would it not be on Game Pass? Yeah, Doug's always been saying that in comments. He says, I come to hear Jaffe talk about the latest game stuff or past game stuff. That's the thing. Okay. I mean, we should put gaming above everything else. If I have something to talk about that's gaming, or you guys want to talk about, I will. And that's another good thing, man. If you've got a topic you want, hit me up on Twitter or hit us up on the Discord if there's something I'm missing. Because the more interesting game news, the better. And I agree with you. I don't mind getting into the drama from time to time. But there is a point where it's like, oh my God, what else is there to fucking say about this, that, or the other fucking woke bullshit? You know, I'm with you 1,000%. By the way, I do think we're going to have, speaking of these things, Alyssa Mercante is probably going to be back on the show this week. Tech Protect, we're still shooting to get a dev from Killing Antidote this week. Is that the idea? Tomorrow, in fact?
That should be for tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So why can't you do both in this format? Oh, we will do it in this format. I'm just talking about what we talk about. My name is Captain. Is that right? Captain Catch. I have been playing Sniper Elite. I'm trying to finish Dragon Age though, but yeah, for sure. All right, my dear friends. That is it for now. Tech, I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll call you in like 10 minutes. We'll catch up. All right.
Sounds good. Also, we're going to get into the Battlefield Studio.
What do you mean we're gonna get into it? What does that mean? You have us in a waiting line, or we've been confirmed?
I'm speaking to some guys now, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let me tell you something, fellas. If we get back on the afternoon show, and Tech Protect has gotten me and or him, but preferably me only and him. I don't know what that means. If we've gotten into the goddamn Battlefield game lab, you guys absolutely have to super chat for him. I'll give him all that money. The whole show I'm not going to say that, but
I need new power.
He needs
more.
Give him more power. He needs to pay his power bill. What the fuck's going on? All right. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. Fuck you, Kevin, and your fucking centipede bullshit. I appreciate it. Bye, you guys. All right. See you, everybody.